See, that's what I was supposed to be playing my bass.
Dude,
It just feels weird that I didn't have it on me. Maybe if I do the air.
I don't think you're gonna pay attention like that.
Well, anyway, but yeah, we shot down at the Big Daddy's fireworks, and we had to clean up really quick because the storm was coming in, right?
Yeah,
And
for those who were watching, you obviously noticed that we're like, hey, do we need to start moving out of here? Because it looks like a storm's coming. And a storm was coming. However, it didn't come till like another 40 minutes. So we kind of rushed out there a lot quicker than we might have needed to.
It was sprinkling on us.
It started to sprinkle.
Yeah.
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 It started to, and then I drove home, and I was like, we drove through the rain. But then apparently no rain happened back where they were.
No, that's a lie. It rained its ass off there.
Yeah, but like 40 minutes later.
No, I'll probably say maybe after you guys left, about 20.
Mom made it sound like it was like quite a bit before it actually came down.
No, I mean, the time-wise?
Yeah.
No, we were just there talking after we cleaned up. People were still coming into the fireworks stand, and then it started to get really dark.
Oh.
And then by then, we're like, okay. It was one of those sprinkle a little bit, and then started to come down hard. So then everybody hid in the tent. Then we had to reinforce the tent. We had to stay and help reinforce the tent because it just wasn't set right for the winds.
Jeez.
They didn't know if the wind was going to pick up or what. So I thought that was pretty good. It was good. It was a good time, good show we did there. We were there for as long as we could be, I guess. And again, nephew, I apologize for not getting to shoes.
Oh yeah, your segment. I forgot we were talking.
And I told him, I said, let's talk about it's gone.
There, isn't it? It's still in there.
I took it off.
You took it
it's
off?
not on my
Okay.
phone anymore.
No.
Why? Why'd you take it off? We could. I still want to talk about it because I just learned something about some
chose
shoes.
phobias over that.
Well,
Phobias we couldn't pronounce over that.
Well, it was because it was part of the lineup, and shoes was going to be right after. But it was. Hey, you know what? You got to blame the weather, because if not, we would have talked.
No, you completely forgot about it.
No, I did not.
We mentioned it
because I wrote it down. It was in my notes.
When your cars were flying around and you couldn't figure out what the next
Jose
sentence to say was, I said,
started.
"Hey, well, Mark, I'd sent you over some stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about those shoes." You're like, "No, where's my card?"
I wasn't even listening to you guys.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't-
No.
And I saw you did say that, and I thought you were talking about his shoes personally.
Oh my fucking god! What?
Anyway, so a mystery was solved over the weekend. So I was in Newton, Kansas, and do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so I was in Newton, Kansas.
I wasn't with you guys.
And I know that. And I was talking to a friend of mine his name's Chris Gonzalez, right? And he's been part of the softball act forever. And he happened to pull me aside and said, hey, I really like those T-shirts. And I was like, really? He says, yeah, in the raffle at Lisa G's thing at the Celebration of Life, we won your T-shirts and your hat. I was like, sweet. So somebody that I know got the three T-shirts. Yeah. I donated the 3 T-shirts and a hat. Because there for a while, I was like, man, it could have just went to somebody who had never heard of us.
I was thinking that too.
And they're like, who knows? This? Start using them as rags or, yeah, so, So I was really happy that he said that. And I was like, man, Chris, because the ticket said Nancy G on it, and I took a picture of it, of the winner, and I was like going through Facebook, creeping, trying to find the Nancy G, and I couldn't find anybody, and the phone number was on there, and I thought, should I give her a call and say, hey, this is Big Mod from the Big Modcast. Just wanted to say thank you for hoping you still have these T-shirts. Anyway, I thought that was pretty fun.
Well, even funnier.
What's that?
Speaking of giving away T-shirts and merch, guess what milestone we hit right after we took down the Big Daddy's fireworks? We crossed over that 500 subs. Yep. Give me some bells. Give me some air horns. Give me some.
500. Do you know exactly where we're at, though?
We're at like 506 now.
506.
Yeah, they're moving up.
All right, now he's just going to be playing. All right, now we got to get to 6. We got to get to 600 now.
600 and 700 and...
We're at 506 right now.
506.
We
started
found our 500th.
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
Who was our 500th?
That is Yessie. Yessie Contreras. She's our 500 sub, and she let us know. But we told people we were going to give out some merch once we hit 500.
Yeah.
So before next episode, let's think of some stupid fun way, maybe a comment contest or something like that.
To give
We're going
away.
to get some T-shirts out or some hats or whatever we've got to give out. Thank the fans for even hitting that subscribe button
Yes.
and listening every day. Mark, can you tell them what to do with that subscribe button?
Por
Yeah,
favor.
go ahead. Please subscribe, and share at the Big Modcast. Go ahead and hit that like button to be notified on all our updates and notifications. Follow us on all our social medias at the Big Modcast.
Yep. Thank you, son.
Let me go ahead and also say,
Go ahead.
I'm kind of terrible at times sometimes. So I might put out an Instagram post at 9:15 p.m.
And that's okay, though, right? I mean,
I don't know if your demographic is still awake,
people,
but I'm still awake. So
I know. I think people are still up at that time. Like,
normal people, yeah.
well, I mean, people Mark's at work, so
It's different. I'm
he's
working. He's talking about just everyday people who's
So
just up and about.
You think people that aren't working aren't on Instagram that late?
I'm just telling you, old people go to
Yeah.
sleep early.
That is true.
Thank you to those subscribers. Thank you for supporting us to this point.
Yes,
and
thank you
going
so much.
forward. We're doing a lot to try and build up a show with some quality, some good guests, and some good content that people will enjoy. So we're going to keep trying to raise the bar as we go. We've had a lot of additions and things that we're trying out here. We even have an in-studio TV that shows everything on the screen now. Like,
Yes.
we're just getting into the 21st century.
I keep getting yelled at for that TV. But anyway, you know what? I forgot my stir.
Your star.
My stir. Is that a stir?
When you pour it, it mixes it.
Yeah, but everything's still at the bottom. Look. Oh, well. Anyway, I'll get to it. But you would think that, right? But they just... Anyway, let's get on with the show.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. We are here, episode
104.
Episode 104. I am the host, Big Mod. And here I have with me my son, Mark. Chris is not behind the ones and twos, but we do have the EP sitting back there and on the mic, Jose Contreras, running the board, running the ones and twos is what we like to say. You know what? Speaking of the ones and twos, before we get into it, remember, Mark, very first episode, you had no idea what the ones and twos were?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
You nerd.
That's the old school term.
I know, right?
Well,
And
all right,
Mark was
Munch,
in
so
there.
two different
here's the
things.
fucked up part.
Hey,
Him and
language.
his brother like to claim that the best music ever was the 80s. They're 80s.
You know what's funny? I actually watched your guys' episode with Lucero last night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I was hearing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
What, knowing the terminology versus the music? I feel like those are two
Well,
different
no,
things.
I'm going to say...
I
I mean,
mean-
DJing was fucking huge back then. How
Yeah, you
not
can
gonna
like
ever
you
hear
can
the
like
ones
it.
and
You
twos?
can like a DJ, but not necessarily know the whole fuck. You can be a fan.
Language.
You can be a fan of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example of something that's very intricate with like different parts and still be a fan of it. You don't have to know
You-
the ins and
It's
outs.
common slang. Munch, what were you saying about music?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the 80s were phenomenal.
Right.
Though, because especially now you have everyone remaking and taking from all of those eras.
Right.
I'm personally a 70s fan.
Are you? No,
Yes.
that's good. Yeah, so am I.
I'm an old soul, but
That's awesome.
but I do appreciate just good music in general. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and introduce our guests.
Yeah.
Everyone, please welcome our guests to the show, DJ Munch.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Everybody out there's like, okay, somebody's talking, but who is that? That's for the people that don't watch YouTube, but Spotify, and we are on Apple and other formats of podcasting. You can find us. But DJ Munch, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I
Glad to be
appreciate-
here.
I'm glad you're here. I know it's been a long time coming, but finally made it.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing great right now.
That's awesome. And you said this was your first podcast?
So this is my first podcast where there's recording going on.
Uh-huh.
I've done like
Like-
a audio one. But
yeah.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you pull that microphone a little bit closer?
yeah, I got you.
There you go.
Well, that's cool to know. So your first video is pretty much is what you're saying, right? First
Yes,
video.
yes.
Yeah. How are things going? with you?
Really well right now. I
Yeah.
mean, was down and out for about 2 months with a broken leg.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I'm
Ooh.
just now like getting back to walking normal. I didn't have to have surgery, so I'm blessed, you know. But
That's good. Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a struggle to try to get through gigs. I was still doing gigs that were I already had contracts, you know, to do them, so I wasn't gonna back out, and still had bills to pay. So
Yeah, how'd you break your leg?
Yeah.
I slipped and fell, unfortunately.
Oh.
And
On
it
the
just-
ice?
No, it was on a wet floor, and like
Ooh, close.
this leg just and
Really?
yeah, it was horrible.
For a few months, you were going as DJ Crutch, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I was using my grandma's walker. It was really
Really?
helpful. Hey, she said you can use it as long as you need to, Mija. I was like,
That's
good. But yeah, I'm glad to be better though.
That's
better
good.
and-
That's good. I would have never known that. I didn't even see you walking with the limp. So
Okay, that's good.
which
to
is
know.
which is good. I thought do you ever go up to the art walk up on Strawberry Hill?
I've never been to that actual
Never
event,
been?
but I've heard really good things about it though.
Okay. See, because this was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? It's been
It's
like
the
almost a
third
month.
Friday of every month.
So
and
it's
they
been a
do
few
it over
weeks,
the
right?
summer. Yeah.
So, and I thought I saw you like from a distance. So, and that's well, I guess that wasn't you, since you just said that. You,
No, yeah, no,
you were
it
down
wasn't
and
me.
out.
Apparently, I have a twin out there. So
Yeah.
Shout out to Shorty.
How's your summer going so far?
it's been busy, but
Yeah.
just maintaining. I was not really booking too many gigs like before the accident, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to build back, and basically a minor setback for a major comeback, you know. So
Sure.
Yeah. That's good. Besides, you spending the ones and twos, like I said earlier, what else do you do to stay busy?
So I was for a moment before the injury. I was working at Guitar Center part time, and
Okay.
that was pretty cool because I actually got a lot of knowledge on just different gear and learning that I knew actually more than what I thought as well, like
Really?
with sound, a lot of sound
How-
systems.
How long did you work there?
For almost a year.
And
Yeah.
you're no longer there.
Yeah, no. Honestly, with the incident that happened, it just kind of it worked out that I had resigned right before then.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I worked at the one at Zona Rosa, so it was kind of a
Damn.
small location.
You know what? And I was about to ask you which one did you go to? Because I think when we started looking for equipment for this, that's one place that I hit was the Guitar Center. But where's that one located on like 100?
135th. I think.
Yeah, it's way out
I
there.
actually like that one better, the one in OP, because that's the biggest one. But it's just a drive, you know. So
Yeah.
Even all of them are honestly, they're all about the same distance.
Well,
from
okay,
the
so you
city.
said you were at the so you're at the Zona Rosa, so you pretty much were like probably in the middle, from 135 and 29.
Yep, yep.
Is that Berry Road, Northwest Berry Road? Zona
Well, so
Rosa?
it's like close to the airport for real, like almost an exit, like before the airport.
Oh,
Like an exit.
Like almost
Okay.
Parkville.
Yeah, like north.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty far out there.
Yep.
I feel like Guitar Center used to have everything, and now they've got a lot of things, but not quite everything you can think of. Because we looked, there were a couple specific things that we were like, "Fuck yeah, let's just go to Guitar Center," because they got to have the sound stuff that we have,
You would think, yeah.
and they
A
just
lot
didn't
of it
have
was
stuff.
online. A lot of
Yeah.
it we would have to order online for the customer, and then
Oh, really?
we would ask them like, "Hey, would you want it to be brought in store?" And I really enjoyed working there. Honestly, I'm a pretty good customer service person, and I
That's
sold a
cool.
lot of gear.
Did
Like,
you?
and then you can get commission off of that as
sweet.
well. So it was pretty cool. But it was just the timing at the time
Yeah,
that
for sure.
just didn't
Yeah.
work out.
So at the same time, you were able to get a little bit of discounts if there was something that you needed.
If I can recommend that to anybody, please, like that discount was healthy.
Really?
I would go back for that discount.
Really?
Like for real. Pay wise, but discount, yes.
What was it that got you to apply there and start working?
Well, it's because I did kind of have a little more free time during the week, because mostly the weekends I'm busy with gigs.
Yeah.
And then during the week, it was just kind of like, I need a little something. I wanted some knowledge and some other things with music. And so it was kind of cool to get that from that store. So
Yeah.
I feel like they always have like the craziest old
people?
Music people. Just either like
See,
sitting
I
there
can-
playing guitar in the middle of the day.
Oh
or
yeah,
just
the regulars.
the guys working. And
Yeah.
just shit like that.
But you can do that there, right?
Oh yeah.
They have stuff set up for you to sit down and like. I mean, do they
we
sell?
encourage that there.
Do they
you
sell
know?
instruments?
A little bit. They
feel like
mostly
they
are
used to sell
geared
guitars.
Like
towards
I know guitars, right?
guitars mostly. As far as you wanting to like test something out, they also would let you test out the pedals, guitar pedals and stuff like that. But mostly it would be their main thing would be out north, at least the guitars, and then out in OP they have like drums, a drum kit that you could play, but it would mostly be electric because they don't want you to play acoustic.
A friend of mine at work said he's been a drummer like forever, and he's my age, and he moved into an
Damn,
apartment.
that must have been forever.
And he moved into an apartment, and he bought a drum set where they're just pads, and you hit, and you
electric.
can't. Yeah, and then I guess you put your earphones, and he can only hear it.
Are you referring to one of your kids as one of your roommates?
No, what? No,
That's not what he said.
no, and I thought it was pretty cool because he said he even had to make some type of platform to set his drums on, so you couldn't even feel the vibration while he's hitting the drums. Because I guess he lives on the upper level, you
I
know.
can see that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can even download certain like drum kits
Yeah.
as well to like change up the sounds. The electric drums weren't too bad, but response wise, you have to get a good kit, you know,
Yeah.
for your response to be accurate.
Yeah. Do you play an instrument?
No, I wanted to learn, and honestly,
what-
I want to go back to.
I was gonna say, what's stopping you?
I mean,
You still can. You have time.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I really was into like the drums for
Yeah.
sure, percussion, but I like acoustic guitars as well, and even just guitars in general.
Right,
I thought
yeah.
they were just to watch people playing them. I was like, I learned how to tune a guitar while I
Did
was
you?
there, so
Oh, that's cool.
I mean that was decent.
So
but
you have the ear for that.
yeah,
good.
like I just
That's a start.
honestly after working at that job, it was like once I started to really listen to music, I started breaking down the different instruments. I'm like, ooh, okay, there goes like the bass guitar, there goes the electric guitar. and
Yeah.
it was pretty
Learn.
awesome.
You get to learn a little bit about the different instruments.
Oh yeah, for
Did,
sure.
did they have harmonicas there?
Oh yeah,
my God.
yeah, they did.
See?
a lot actually.
They got electric harmonicas now.
Hey, before we go too deep into Guitar Center,
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about your DJing, what you do regularly? Because
Yeah,
you didn't even say what you do.
I mean, I stay booked with gigs. I do a lot of private gigs, mostly on like Saturdays are the private gigs. But other than that, I try to fill in my schedule with other gigs. Prior to the injury I had, I had two different residencies. I was DJing at a little bar in KCK on Tuesdays, and I really built some momentum on that. But then some stuff with ownership, like licensing happened, so then they kind of had to stop that. And then I was doing Taqueria Mexico on Wednesdays, but then they closed, and now they've done their whole renovation, and it looks really nice. And I've been kind of talking to the owner there, so I'm wanting to possibly get another type of residency during the week. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now, is just more so networking and getting more out there with people.
What days would you do that?
I used to do that on Wednesdays, and that was actually really cool because it helped people get through the week, Like,
Yeah.
people were looking forward to that.
So at Taqueria Mexico, is that the one right there off of?
It was on Southwest Boulevard, but they actually closed it, and now it's La Mexico KC.
Really?
And they remodeled it, and it's really nice. They opened up the upstairs.
There's an
There's an
upstairs.
upstairs?
Upstairs. It
Yeah.
looks
I didn't know
super
that was a thing.
nice.
It doesn't even look
Super
tall enough
nice.
to be an
I
upstairs.
know.
That's
There's an
crazy.
upstairs.
Maybe it's just for short people.
How would you describe your DJ style? Like, what do you play? What do you feel? What do you try and do
I
when
mean,
you're
I'm-
DJing?
I'm open format, so I mean, really, I just range to whatever the vibe is. My whole thing is I just like to read people, and like if I notice that people are feeling a certain genre or a certain vibe I'm on, then I just kind of stick with that. So
Okay. So you read the crowd.
yes, for sure. I
You
feel
have
like
to.
that's very important. It's not easy, but it's very
Uh,
important.
when did you start DJing?
So actually, my very first gig I got that was paid was back in like 2009. So like,
Okay.
yeah. So like I had just around that time I just turned 21, and a friend of mine, his dad owned a little bar off Broadway, right above like the record bar, the old record bar. Down.
Oh, there's a. Oh, I
So
didn't
this
realize.
is a long time ago.
So I'm familiar with the record bar, but I didn't realize
No,
that there was
an older one.
Really?
So
So
besides the one on Grand, there used to be one. It used to be on Broadway, right across from Walgreens.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that.
And they had like another bar that was upstairs from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to DJ for like 7 hours for like $150.
That's a
Like it was
lot.
nothing.
It
It was nothing, but I didn't have nothing. I didn't have equipment. Only thing I had was the music to provide.
So they had the equipment for you.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So did you bring like a laptop? Did you bring a
No,
USB?
back
Yeah,
then was
2009?
no, back
CDs?
then was CDs, bro.
Yeah,
She
like
had a
still
flip phone.
2009.
CDs,
like-
bro.
a flip phone?
I don't
They
even
had
think at that
iPod-
time I could
they had
afford a
iPods
phone, to
then.
be honest. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it was
there
kind of
was-
expensive back then, a little bit.
True. Yeah,
Like,
you're right. No, the iPods you said.
They had
Those-
iPods
Yeah.
back then. Yeah.
We used to have to go for a shuffle.
get, like,
I
the
mean,
30
Yeah, I
gig
had the
ones that were a
iPads.
little
I had the
bit-
iPods for sure.
Yeah.
But was it technology there to hook up your
No,
your
Those are
iPod?
it wasn't.
The aux cord.
It was
yeah.
still an aux cord,
Or you
yeah.
could just hold it on the mic.
No, they didn't
No,
have
they
speakers.
didn't.
No,
Yeah, they didn't have
they didn't
speakers.
have that.
Yeah, you had to
Oh,
have
it
plug
didn't
in.
have speaker, that's right.
Headphones. You need headphones.
I used to play on two little Pioneer CDJs.
Yeah.
And it was super hard to try to beat match on CDs, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the ear for it, you can
Yeah.
do it, you know.
Now, at that time, were you DJ Munch or were you something else?
Oh no, still DJ Munch. I've been Munch. That's been my nickname since I was 11 years old.
Is there a story?
Yeah, like back in the day, I used to hang out with my sister. She's 3 years older than me, and I really looked up to her and her friends. And one of her friends basically was like, "You're the little munchkin around here." And then I was like, "Hey, I like that." And then she's like, "No, you're Munch." And then after that, it stuck. So I've been Munch since then. Shout out to Rita for that
You
one.
know what?
What?
Since did you? I actually have something for you that I left upstairs, so I need to go get it.
What is it?
It's something I got for her real quick. Anyway,
I was
continue.
gonna say though, going back to your guys' subscriptions earlier, I hope I was like subscriber
well-
number 506 or 505.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, because I just subscribed to you guys last night. I was
Oh,
like, I
good
thought I
shit,
was
good
already
shit.
on there, but because I've heard a few of the podcasts before, but
We're trying.
it's pretty dope to be
get-
over 500 though, man. I know it's not easy.
We're getting a lot of like short-term views. We're getting like Instagram, TikTok views, even YouTube short views, but it's tough to get people to watch an hour to 2 hour long podcast. You know what I mean? So
I think more to though, like if they're listening like at work or something, you know, or like I think it's possible for people to listen or catch on. Hey, okay.
What are they?
You got me the
some Munch. What are they?
You know, surprisingly, I honestly never even had this.
What even are they?
What?
They're so-
Yeah.
I
It's-
don't know
it's kinda-
what it is. I've never seen that.
Peanut
Oh,
brittle?
they're so good. It's like a
Peanut brittle bites?
Munch
Yeah.
with my name on it.
Got your name on it?
I need to
think it's
copyright that.
pretty- yeah.
brittle
They used to. You know what? So I used to. 20 years ago when they used to sell those, but it was a bar.
I've heard of the
Right.
bars, but those are.
And then I see. So now I guess that's what they do with the bars that break and they don't know what to do with them. They just throw them in
chop
bags.
them up and put them in bags.
That's smart.
Right? That
I
could
feel
be
like
the
that's
thing.
just a wives' tale.
I think that's what they do. And,
Like, like to sound like they don't waste anything that they always.
Yeah.
They probably market
Yeah.
those and make
So-
them separately.
yeah. Before we get more into the disc jockey, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Bishop Ward my freshman
you?
year,
Okay.
but then my family ended up moving out north, and I went to Oak Park High School out
Okay.
in North Kansas City. Yeah, I graduated from there. It wasn't a bad school at all. They offered a lot of different classes that I definitely didn't have available in the city. So I got to learn a lot of different stuff out there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you have siblings?
Oh yeah, I have an older sister. Her name's Monique, and then I have 3 younger brothers: Mario, Manuel, and Julian.
Nice.
So yeah,
Tocayo out there. Yeah. And your name?
my name's Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah. I
Yes.
just learned that too.
Yeah,
I was like-
seen you just added me on Facebook.
I did. You know what? But I thought I had you on already. But I think you. So you have 2 accounts, right?
Yeah,
Or you
so
have the
one's
page
like the
probably.
artist page,
See, I
and then
think-
another's my actual person.
Yeah. See, I think I had your artist page, and then I just happened to be looking, and then it popped up your page, and I said, "Oh shit!" Well, So I know, right? I just subscribed as you just subscribed to our.
Hey, nice. See, good follow back.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like
Yeah.
that.
In high school, what was your favorite subject in high school? Either at
Lunch.
Ward or at Oak Park.
Lunch.
Lunch.
Munch on lunch. What do you expect?
Lunch.
Anytime there's a word that rhymes with munch, he's gonna bring it up.
Hey, I'm with it. It's
Yeah.
okay.
He used to
You
be,
like a late
Marcos used to
breakfast?
Huh?
You like late breakfasts?
Yep.
Yeah,
Brunch.
DJ brunch.
rap. You ever play for a brunch?
I actually got hit up to possibly play a brunch. I'm just kind of booked up right now that I'm like, I don't know when I could squeeze that in, but
What do you play at a brunch? Isn't it kind of supposed to be relaxing?
a little. I mean,
You can play relaxing music.
play
There's
relax-
dinner, like-
R&B type of style.
Nah, man.
music.
There's a place in
Play a little bit of
Westport.
Keith Sweat.
On Sundays, they're playing the hits.
Are they?
What
While
place is
brunching?
that? Well, I need to know. Are you-
Fuck, I can't even think of the name.
At a restaurant, you said?
Yeah.
The
for
bar?
brunch.
There's a restaurant called The Brunch.
No, I'm asking
Oh.
him like, where's
Not exclusively for brunch, but like
Oh.
Sundays during the day is their DJ booth time, and they got people there from like 10.
Are you talking about Tenerife or no?
No,
No?
Teneriffe's a little too new. I'll think of the name at some point, but
Interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I
I'm
want to know.
telling you, we stopped by. We were like, oh yeah, let's just grab some lunch there.
And it was
11:30. Oh my God, it was popping. We were like, what did we get ourselves into? I'm trying to eat some food, and I just got ass shaking music blowing in my ears.
What's
Hey.
ass shaking music say?
Twerk music.
All that
Twerking?
music that you won't listen to on my playlist.
I saw that. You said that was a lot.
It is a lot, but
It is.
it's good music.
And then he just gave me another playlist I need to check out. Which I actually saw the video that was just put out by Kendrick Lamar.
But
Oh my
no,
gosh.
we're not going to
Right?
go into
That
it.
I know that
Yeah.
that would just come out, right?
No,
4th of
Munch,
July.
He doesn't know anything about the beef at all. He's starting
I'm
at the
trying.
pop out in the
Oh,
music
man.
video.
I am 54 years old.
It's okay,
I'm
though.
trying to get into this.
So I told him if we're going to talk about it, you got to listen to the 11 songs that went on in the beef before we can
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about it.
you
for sure.
so you know about the 11 songs?
Yep.
The whole world does.
Mark!
Only old people don't, and
Is
kids
that-
that claim the 80s were the best. That's the only people that don't know about it.
I mean, I like a good beef, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, Kendrick is killing it. I'd have to say.
Is he?
Okay.
There's no better beef than Ice Cube and NWA.
They say Ice Cube lost that.
No, he did not. Who's they?
Check the record
NWA?
books. Check the record books.
The same
We have
people.
to.
The same people said that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan.
Oh my God. Seriously, we're gonna go there.
We can.
LeBron or Mike? Who you got?
No.
I'm old school, so I'd have to go with Mike,
Thank you.
honestly.
See?
His
She
shoes
goes-
are still relevant out here. Who wears LeBron James shoes?
Does he even have
A
shoes
lot.
out?
Barely.
He's the
Most
biggest
people are wearing
athlete on
Jordans.
Nike.
His own
Okay.
sons. I seen a picture of his own sons in Jordans over his shoes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, got to give it to the man.
I mean, they can get whatever shoes that they want.
that would be. Would that be
No
weird?
loyalty.
No, it
He
won't
has
be
a
weird.
lifetime contract with Nike.
Who's that?
LeBron.
LeBron.
Right. Nike, not Jordan, but
No,
Nike.
Nike. The people that employed Jordan.
Right. Lifetime.
Lifetime.
I'm sure a lot of other athletes have lifetime.
Nope.
We're not even gonna go there, Jose.
I'm telling you, it's not a thing.
Speaking of LeBron, were you an athlete in high school?
No.
No, you didn't get into. You didn't partake into the sports or anything like that.
No, unfortunately.
That's all right.
I used
What'd
to
you
play. When I was in middle school, I used to play volleyball a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was into that, but
But never,
nothing in high school.
No, never thought about like maybe I should try this or that.
I kind of wanted to, but I just
Were
didn't.
you fast on
really-
your feet?
Not really.
You look quick.
I was a little. I'm a little clumsy. I don't have good balance.
Is that? Oh, we're bringing back.
Is
We're
that-
bringing
is that-
the
yeah,
break leg back up.
exactly.
Were you in a cast?
I had a boot. No,
Yeah. I don't think they do cast anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Do they?
Technology
No.
outgrew it.
Yeah.
I
Now
don't
they
know,
just
possibly.
wear boots.
The boot was fine, honestly. I like
Yeah.
that I could take it off to go to sleep. You know.
Cause you know. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess you would have to. That would. That wearing because back when you'd wear a cast, you'd have to be on crutches. But so with the boot, were you on a crutch as well?
Or they give you a little
Using
scooter.
crutches?
You get a little scooter.
Did you get
No,
the
that's
scooter?
where I used my grandma's walker. I was
So-
scared of the crutches. Because
Okay.
the first time I tried to use them, going up the stairs, I almost fell backwards. So my cousin, he
Yeah.
saved me.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
use
nah,
a
I'm good.
walker.
I'll hop around and, Yeah, used a cane. And,
Do you know what you broke?
oh yeah, my fibula.
Really?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It was a lower clean break, so yeah. I'll show you the X-ray later.
I want to see the video.
Well, I got some pictures and stuff. You can see it looked.
No,
wild.
did it break the skin?
No.
so it was just
It was
breaking
inside,
size.
but it looked horrible. You know,
Yeah.
pretty nasty.
You know, I've never broken a bone.
Oh, you're blessed.
Yeah.
That was my first. That was my first broken bone.
Really?
Teeth are part of the skeletal system, so broken
Teeth are a bone.
Yeah.
Well, okay, never mind. I'll shut up. No, I had a softball hit me in the face, but
Ooh.
Hey, Munch.
Ooh, that don't sound nice.
man,
What's a dream gig in the Midwest?
Dream gig in the Midwest. Wow, I never really thought about that.
Let's say, like, if you could go here, St. Louis, Chicago.
Chicago for sure.
Is there like
Chicago.
a place, a bar?
I honestly haven't networked enough to even kind of know out there. What I need to really work on is I need to start recording mixes, saving them on like SoundCloud and whatnot. I used to, and then when I hear those ones now, I'm like, oh, those are trash. Like I need to, now that I've elevated, I need to record new mixes. But one of my buddies out in LA, he was telling me like, hey, I really know you could get on over here. We just need to hear some recordings of you, and you know that's your way of kind of showing the owners like what you're made of out here.
so if an opportunity came up for you to ship out to the
LA.
West, would you go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How quickly would it take you to say yes?
I mean, I'm sure that it wouldn't be nothing that's like a residency. It would probably be more of like, hey, want to come out and be a guest, you know? Because you have to prove yourself.
Smaller.
You know, you have to prove yourself for sure in this game for sure. But I would be quick.
Theoretically,
I
if
went.
it were a
Tell you, you were-
residency,
you
how
look
long
quick.
would it take you?
I would be quick, especially if they're paying for flight and all of that. Like, yeah, when do you want me there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, how quick would you go out to LA or California?
Yeah, the same
If some-
circumstances. It's got to
If
be
something popped up for you?
Yeah,
See-
again, same circumstances because
Mark-
you can't. It's so hard to afford.
Okay,
So
no,
Marcos,
no.
Marcos is an actor.
Theoretically,
Oh.
if they called you and they said, hey,
Hey!
we need a big tan guy for the new Game of Thrones episode. We need you in LA in 3 days. You would say, well, are you going to buy my flight? Or are you going to
No, I mean,
Okay.
well,
Then that's
I'll
not the
take
same
you.
circumstance.
I'll take you,
That's
son.
not the same
no, I
circumstance.
I'll
mean,
drive you
well,
out
I
there.
mean, depending.
I'll drive you out there and I'll drop you off there at their studio, and then I'll just come back home.
Studio. Okay.
That's what we did with Mod.
What are you talking about?
When we took Mod to DC,
Oh,
we just
yeah.
dropped him off at his new apartment, and we just came right home.
They did.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And what's anyway? What was it that inspired you to become a DJ?
Just music in general, and I like to entertain. I like to see people getting hyped up off of music I play, especially like for me. I like to kind of go in a time machine and play things that people forget about, and they're like, "Whoa, I haven't heard this in forever."
Right.
You know, like to bring back those memories for people. I mean, hopefully they're good memories for the most part, but
Yeah.
When would you say you fell in love with music?
honestly, that first gig I did in 2009, I'll never forget. I did that gig completely sober, and what was making me feel like the energy was the whole amount of people that came to show me love. That very first night, I said, wow, if I can DJ for like 6 hours completely sober and that it was that many people there,
Yeah.
and like to feel the energy, I was like, yeah, this is amazing.
Now I'm a little curious about this because he was a big CD guy as well.
I used to DJ too, Jose.
He used to copy CDs as well. But so like were you, in this first gig, did you have like your own mix CDs or were you playing like albums that you had to pick track 7?
Oh no, man!
Off
I'm
of
gonna be honest
this-
with you, bro. I was a LimeWire, like
Okay, so
I
there's
was
the
illegally
shit-
taking all that stuff.
You were making your own
yeah,
CDs
Yeah,
of the
no, yeah, I couldn't
jams.
afford.
Okay,
I was in
that's-
high school. I was
that's-
barely like
hey,
fresh
that's
out,
fine,
you know.
That's fine. 'Cause
Fresh out.
Those are the CDs that would hit. You'd get in the car and pick up right back on that song that you left it on.
Yeah. I mean, I used to make some fire mix CDs. It's funny because my roommate, his sister actually found one of my mix CDs from like back in like 2009, and I'm like, I would love to hear that now. Like, I would love to hear what I had on that CD.
You used to have the CD burner, but like you
Remember
can
that?
choose the songs.
Yeah, the
and-
burner. I never
so
even
you-
knew. I never seen one of those. I didn't get to see
Yeah.
it. Only one I seen was off of my actual like burner from the lap, computer type of thing. But
Yeah, because so we used to have the cassettes where we would. I mean, I actually had the boom box where you can throw in the blank, throw in your cassette, and then you can record however many songs you want. And that was so cool. There was even the cool thing. There was boxes out there that had 3 cassettes where you can literally
Were you
mix.
overlaying?
You were
like
able
a
to
mix.
play. Yeah, you were able to do that. I never bought one of those. But I did see some. It was pretty freaking cool. We even had the boom boxes. They were like that tall and like that wide. They were just with the 3 cassettes on there, and you can.
Oh, my grandpa.
Man, I gotta look for them.
my grandpa actually, so at a very young age, he's been into music my whole life. Like he was the one that schooled me on Frank Sinatra, Earth, Wind and Fire, the Delphonics, Stylistics, all those old school stuff.
Yeah.
My grandpa really put me on. It made me really diverse and open with music. And then I used to watch him literally have CDs, and then he would be making tapes off from the CD.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he literally, I didn't realize it till this age of my life, but I'm like, man, he was kind of a DJ. Like he was making his own mixed tapes for the family, giving them to all his daughters. Like, here, go play this. Like,
So I still have. So a friend of mine, which he's a DJ now. He still DJs. He goes by DJ Spin.
oh yeah, I know him. I
You
know
know?
him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he and I, we grew up together. They're in
Okay.
Argentine, been friends forever. And he was DJing, him and a buddy. They had their own DJ services. I still have a business card that they gave me. I wasn't even the DJ, but they gave me a card, which I still don't know why. And
They
so-
made a card for you, like with your name
yeah,
on it?
Yeah, with my name on. I still have that, and they were called Yeah Boy Productions.
Okay.
So you had the. Okay, that don't work. Yeah, the. So the
Yeah,
Flavor
yeah.
Flav, right? So then they went off of that and said, "Oh, we're gonna call ourselves Yeah Boy Productions." And I know what it was. I was their artist. That's what it was.
Did
Anyway.
you
Like
ever get to watch
artwork?
her? Yeah, I think that. 'cause
Yeah,
he can
as far as
draw.
artwork.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
Just doing artwork.
Did you ever see our episode with Fernando? Do you know Fernando? What's his
Fernando
last name?
Esquivel.
No, I didn't.
He has Fernando Productions. He has his own DJ service.
It's a big wedding DJ service.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a super funny guy, and he was down to talk all the music talk the whole time.
Yeah.
It was a good
Man,
time.
that's what's up.
Yep. And so my buddy Steven Sarmiento is his name.
Yep.
He had his own. He had his turntables and all the albums and all that stuff. So I just made myself a mixtape, but I just blended. I didn't do the beat match or nothing like that. Oh, I like this song. Okay, now I like this song too. So then I blended it right in, whether it didn't fit right. Just lower it and raise this one, and then just go back and forth. And I still
You
have that-
mastered the
fade.
fade.
the fade.
fade.
Right? I think
The
it came out,
fade.
and I still have
Fade
that
in, fade
cassette,
out.
Okay.
which is pretty crazy.
Dang.
I gotta find it, but I have it in my box of cassettes because I remember when I transferred all my cassettes into not a box, but a tote. I threw all my cassettes in there. I was like, oh shit, I still have this one here. Just threw it in there, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. So that's
Hey,
all I
remember,
did
like I was you used to have to wind the
with the pencils.
yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in there. We used to go like this and go. Or the
Used to hate it
Marcos
when all
learned
that
how
would
to do
come
that.
out, like all the like tape stuff
Yo,
would come out.
you know what? There was even times we had that cassette and it would break. Our machine would eat it up.
Yeah.
So we'd have to cut, and then put it
Tape?
together and then put
Tape.
a
I think-
small piece of tape
I
in
think
there.
I've seen people do that.
And so
That's crazy.
that created the. I mean,
Skip, like a zoop.
yeah, you just hear a little, zoop, or it just go from one word or one verse to another one because you took out this much, and yeah, because sometimes the tape will come out and they would get all wrinkled up, so you'd have to cut maybe 6-10 inches that all wrinkled up.
I'm grateful for technology.
And splice
I know.
it all
I
back
thought
I
it
together.
love
changed
this
the
digital
game.
stuff, man. Because
There's
I'm
even-
like, I wouldn't be able to handle
There's
it.
even times that I've used like Band-Aid, just because I didn't have tape, so I'd find a Band-Aid, just cut a little
Clutch.
piece. just put it
All right,
on.
Munch. You know what else you can help us with?
What's that?
Does music get better when it gets reused, or can it get better when it gets reused?
I believe it can. I believe it can.
Because we had the hot topic. I played for him like that by Future and Metro Boomin.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "No, you can't beat the original song." Who did that one? That's Joe
that was
Cooley
Radio
and Joe Cooley, yeah.
and he's like,
Everlasting
nothing will
Bass.
ever be better than Everlasting Bass. And
But
it can be really, really good.
It was
It
good,
can
but I'm gonna just
outshine.
say Metro really killed it when he did his own little solo
Just
part.
starts
Though.
chopping
Yeah,
it. Oh.
like that was really
Oh,
dope production.
man.
well,
For
you know,
real.
the way it starts off, you know, and that's dope.
Yeah,
I like
okay,
that.
okay,
I
okay.
like that the way, and then it plays the music.
Yeah, it's just an epic beat. Honestly,
It
I'm
is.
not gonna lie. I love that they brought that back because I'm like, why not embrace the old?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody else is gonna be sitting here talking about Everlasting Bass, realistically.
Right.
Oh,
You know,
I will.
Like, I mean, old is, yeah,
this,
but
this household
disrespect,
might.
if you
but-
play,
This
if you
household
played,
might.
if you played Everlasting Bass, of course people will say, "Oh man, this guy stole that from Future and whoever." No, I mean, maybe you mix it in, play that one.
oh
and
yeah,
then
no,
mix,
I
people-
have some
people
ideas
do right now,
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
some
yeah.
ideas of that, yeah, for sure.
But I've listened to it. Like I told Jose, I said, you know what? I'm starting to feel it now. But when he first played it for me, I'm like, oh, that's so much bullshit. They cannot be doing that.
But Munch, the other thing I told him was the first time I've got Everlasting Bass, but the first time I ever heard it was Lil Wayne. He did "I Can't Feel My Face."
oh yeah,
That was in like 2006.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that was.
And that
That
made
was
me mad.
Yeah, he was like, "What the hell?" He didn't even change it or anything. He was so pissed off at it. But I was like, I would never know the original song if it weren't for
these newer
somebody else
artists,
reusing
right,
it.
right.
And that
I
one's
feel
a
like that's
jam,
why I
too.
can appreciate it is because certain younger folks won't. You would know they wouldn't even know if it wasn't for.
The masses wouldn't know. You know,
Right,
it just
right.
brings it back to so many other people and makes it relevant again for a new generation. Because sure, Mario and Mark know about Everlasting Bass, but kids 10 years younger than them wouldn't.
I know.
I mean, it's as long as they don't butcher it, you know. If they
Right.
come with it correctly, then I'm supporting it.
You know what?
But
Even if they try, though, you can be like, damn, his rap sucked, but
that beat was
that
fire.
beat was dope.
When
true.
did that song
That's
come
true.
out? When
Which
that
one?
when they that one that was remade
This
by
year.
Future. It was this not too long ago.
3 months ago. It's what
Okay.
started.
That's what started the beef.
Oh,
And
no
that's
way.
the main. That's
It's
the first
visibly
That
what
song started the beef.
No.
Yeah. Well,
First person shooter started the beef, and then that was the response. So they were like jabbing, and then that
So
was him
Drake said,
saying,
"Hey,
I'm
that's
good."
Rodney O and Joe Cooley. You shouldn't be using it."
no,
No,
not at
no,
all.
no.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Bro, just listen to the playlist I sent you.
I know.
That's all
So
you
yeah,
gotta-
like I said, he sent me a playlist, and I'm gonna listen to it.
He goes,
That's
"There's
dope
12
that you even
songs,
got it all in
everybody."
order like that. You know, not
I
everybody
know,
gets
right?
that.
So and it all started because I told Jose I watched the
He watched
pop
the
out.
pop out. Which
I watched it. I listened to it. It was dope. I really enjoyed. I'm one of those guys that I can listen to music, but then when I see somebody do it live, then I'm like, oh, I feel it more.
Oh yeah.
You know, and watching Kendrick do his thing, and but then of course it was dope because he brought out Dr. Dre. You know, I thought that was cool. And then
I don't want to shit on your parade, especially when you haven't listened to the whole beef and
I know.
everything like that either.
and so I didn't understand the part where he had Dre come out and say, "I see dead people," right?
That's the start of the song.
So
What do you mean? The song he played 17 times in a row?
yeah, I know.
Again, that's
I know
all the
that-
beef. That's
I
all the
understand
beef.
that.
That's why. That's
So
the,
is that
the
why-
knockout
is that
punch of
why-
the beef.
Is that why he did it so many times? Is trying to stab?
No, like theoretically, he already won, and that's the victory lap. The whole concert is the victory lap.
Yep.
So I saw a clip today that Drake played something that he did, that Kendrick did.
No, he didn't. That's fake.
That's fake.
That's fake.
I'm so
But-
gullible with this fake stuff,
Munch,
man.
did
It's
you
hard.
hear?
It's hard, though.
There might be a reference track for "Not Like Us."
No. But I've been watching that video and seeing all the, the little signs in there. It's pretty. He's dope though, man. Like
Yeah.
that song is an anthem right now. It's a
Really?
summer anthem
That
for
song
real.
is ass.
What?
Summer
That
anthem.
song is ass.
It's a summer anthem.
That
it gets
song
me
is
lit.
not even a top 50 mustard beat ever.
Don't be hollering at my guest.
It's
Are you
not-
a Drake fan? I'm getting that
Yeah.
Drake
I'm
vibe.
getting that
from you.
vibe.
I'm getting that Drake vibe.
I'm
I'm a Drake fan, but
I'm more of a Drake fan, but like I want music I can enjoy in my car as I'm driving. I'm never gonna play any of those Kendrick songs except maybe Not Like Us. but Not Like Us isn't even one of the best DJ Mustard beats out. There are 50 other DJ Mustard songs that sound better than that beat.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this: that beat really gives me a lot of like Bay Area like hyphy vibes. Like it really
so
gives
they
me
can
like
have
that
fun
Cali.
to it, but I'm telling you, I don't think the rest of the world is having as much fun as California is.
California loves
And if they're
you.
the only ones having fun, is it really that big? Again, I don't want to shit
And-
on the parade. He hasn't listened to the whole beef.
I need. I'm,
You need to catch
revisit
up. You
this,
need to
but-
catch up. It's really it is pretty deep.
Is it just too specific a music? Just like just because it's at each other, it's not necessarily you can't enjoy it in just like a.
No, but like the beat is a Bay Area
So-
like
Okay.
it's not a
Okay.
traditional rap beat. It's more like boppy. It's hard to describe, but it's
You got to be
not
from the Bay to get it, I guess.
in the Bay. Those types of beats are like their jams.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
what gets them hyphy.
yeah, it's their shit, but it's just not that good.
It
of
may not be
an overall
everybody's,
song,
is what
yeah.
you're saying. I got you.
But that Family Matters. Oh, you could blare that in the car. Okay, we're not gonna go.
Anyway,
We'll
speaking
save
of
that.
playing in the car, I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to grab my auxiliary cord, plug in my phone, and in my SUV, the system in there, I think it's a Bose. It sounds good. 2007, it still sounds good. Just as long as the vehicle's not rattling too loud, where the music comes out, and I'm going to start playing Everlasting Bass, just so people can say, "Oh, that doesn't sound like. Oh, that's the original." I think I'm gonna have to bring Everlasting Bass.
While you're trying to do
DJ
that, you
Munch,
could just listen to that
Please
playlist.
play that song.
You could just listen to the playlist
I
instead.
got you.
Yeah. Anyway, before you started, what was your first job?
First job was at UMB Bank.
Oh.
UMB.
I worked at UMB for 15 years.
Did you really?
Yes. My grandma got me on when I was in high school.
Was your grandma working there, I take it?
Yep.
or-
She was working there at the time. And I just worked part-time during high school.
Okay.
And then eventually just went
Became a
there.
little-
Well, I went to community college as well, but then I went full-time with UMB because then I
Uh-huh.
started getting adult bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that for 15 years and then finally just wanted to do something else. I was working nights for like 10 years, and that is why I think I look so young still.
Well,
That's the trick.
that's not gonna work for you, Mark. So
Yeah, I know. I
don't
work
even
nights.
think about it.
I think I look older.
He's just got bags under his
Speaking of,
eyes.
you know what? Actually, somebody today told me I look younger than the last time you saw me. I haven't seen this guy in 2-3 months. Some older gentleman, he'll come by our job and pick up metal from us. He just looks at me and says, "Man, what are you doing? Because you're looking a lot younger than the last time I saw you." I must have had a beard or
You're
something.
like losing weight.
Well, maybe losing the weight, but
Gray.
I don't know,
You're all
maybe-
gray.
yeah.
I
Hey,
don't
that's
know.
a good compliment.
yeah, I was like, "Oh, I appreciate that, Fred." And he's like 70 years old, but
So he's
Anyway.
half blind.
he does wear glasses.
He probably thought you were someone else.
Stop. What? All these gigs that you've done, is there a memorable one?
Yeah, actually, a few years back I did the biggest picnic in Kansas City at the Nelson Art Museum.
Really?
Yeah, that was pretty memorable.
Yeah?
Just because it was like kind of hard to figure out what the crowd was wanting when there
Right.
was such a huge crowd. I think they had recorded that there was like 4,500 people there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like a huge
Damn,
event.
that is.
That's a lot of picnics.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
What,
It was a great experience.
What type of music were you playing? Do you remember? I mean,
Like honestly, I was trying to play just general, like 70s things that everyone knows. But what was really memorable about that was I played like Cupid Shuffle and everybody
Everybody.
was like dancing.
Yeah.
So that was really awesome.
you can't go wrong, right, with the line dance.
Oh no,
especially
not at
at
all.
a big.
I feel like
an
when
event like that.
people get intimidated with dancing, that kind of helps them to open up with getting
Something
a
that
little
tells you what to do.
comfortable. Yeah, for real.
You fuck with the Beyonce country? You don't play that? Oh, man, that's a bop too.
Really? I'm gonna have to get on it. I don't know. I honestly, I
not.
like Neon Moon. You know, I like the classics.
Yeah, the
with
classic.
country. You know,
Yeah.
I'm an old head.
It's a bop, I'm telling you.
Jose, at your wedding, did you?
You're whispering over there.
No, it wasn't on.
Oh, at your wedding, did you allow the line dances?
No, I think we said fuck no.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
so what is it about that people don't like to do line dances at weddings? when I think that is the thing that brings people out to the dance floor.
That's
I
what I
think
said.
they do.
I told that someone else at another wedding. I was like, dude, why?
I think they do. Jose just didn't want people to
Jose
line down.
wanted sicko mode right away. Like I was like, bro, like give me a minute. I'll get into
I was
that.
also drunk
he
too,
was,
but
he was like, I want it now. I was like, I got you.
Kaylee was the one that didn't want line dances.
Oh,
really?
she didn't?
Yeah.
I think it's also.
Miley
You
was
have no
waiting for
style.
Footloose.
You're
Well-
just doing the same shit as the person next to you.
But
Well,
like you said,
there's
for
no
those people,
personality.
I know, but
It
those
also
people
depends
that
on.
are...
And also, I think it also
Get a
depends on.
personality.
I was about to say it's kind of who you invite too, because I like the majority of us were dancing at Jose's because there was good music playing. Like if nobody's dancing, then obviously it's not good music being played. So if you have to play a line dance at least once, it's to get the crowd to at least.
Hello,
try.
everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast.
If I gotta tell you to step to the left,
That was
for
the
you
wrong
to
button.
step to the left, then.
What do you
are
guys
we
got like
doing here?
samples on that little board over there?
It's a small soundboard over
See,
here.
this guy talks so much.
Damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
Yes, he is.
Hey,
that
okay,
was.
okay.
Yeah, see, that's it.
Oh.
That's why he said, "Oh, Fernando was
That
good.
was-
he was
yeah.
pretty funny." Yeah, so
Yeah, that's funny.
Fernando also got pretty drunk here too.
he did.
He was just taking shots the whole time.
Wow.
He actually had a bottle sitting over there with him. Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Have you ever done a rock or a country gig?
I've done a country gig.
A country gig?
Well, what's funny about the country gig though is it was out in the country, like in the sticks, for real. And what was crazy was that they were getting married like by a little lake or whatever, and it looked like a huge thunderstorm was coming in.
Yeah.
And I use this Doppler on my phone.
Okay.
So like I don't like just looking at your Apple weather. I want to know pinpoint where is this storm coming.
Yep.
So I'm literally going over to I couldn't see the bride at the time because she's getting ready, the groom as well getting ready. So I go to the father of the bride and I'm like, hey sir, like excuse me, but it looks like it is going to storm. And he's like, no, it's gonna pass. Luckily they got married, but outside, but it was it started to come down horribly. They tried to have their reception outside.
Oh.
It started coming down like tornado, like,
Oh jeez.
and I mean, I had to savage it out. I literally was like nervous off top, and I'm like, can you guys bring me like a tarp or something? I need some protection.
Yeah.
I would literally start raining, and I'm under tarp, just taking all my equipment and putting it on their like farmers like little trailer things and stuff, so they could take it up to the little barnyard.
Yeah.
Or
So,
whatever.
and so you had to stop playing?
I had to. It was coming down so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, I was just grateful to make it to the barn.
So no equipment?
No.
Yeah.
No, thanks to that tarp.
Well,
I was like, I need that tarp, and I was sweating. It was horrible, but I trust that Doppler now more than anything. I'm on it with the Doppler.
would you consider that one of your worst gigs? Because I was going to ask you what's your worst gig, and you went from
No, that probably wasn't the worst.
no. Is the worst gig is when nobody's dancing or
Or have you
Or
ever like
fight.
cut one early? Have you ever been like, nah, fuck this, I'm out of here?
no? You can't do that, can you? If you're like under contract.
I have
Just
done
give
that
their money
before.
back.
I have done that before, but it was due to like safety issues or something
Yeah.
where I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this, or
And
maybe
you say
people
just-
drinking a little too much and they start fighting or something. I'm like, nah, I'm getting out of here.
Oh, then you wouldn't have been
I've
there
had
at
a
the DJR
moment where-
parties.
I had a moment where people get real wild, and then water, wet stuff starts getting near my equipment, and I'll turn my stuff off. I'm done. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Like, you don't pay me enough for this equipment. The equipment's expensive.
Have you ever have you ever had to tell anybody quit bumping my table?
I have.
Have you seen?
And I'm not nice, man. Like I try to be so nice to people, but
one of those
eventually,
tasers or
you know,
one
it's
of those
funny you
sticks,
say
those
that.
prongs.
Cattle rod.
It's funny you say that though, because I literally just watched House Party
Okay,
for the
that's
first
right,
time
said it.
ever when he keeps telling the dude like, "Quit bumping my
Yes,
chill,
that-
chill, quit bumping my table."
Yo, chill! Yeah, that was Martin Lawrence.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was the DJ of that.
Yeah, that was funny. My funniest part of that movie was when they try to stuff everything
Into the
in-
car, and they left him there.
Oh my God, yes.
We'll
I
come
would have
back
been,
for you.
right, if I was him, I would have been like, no, I'll take my shit out. Like, I'm getting out of here. Like, I'm staying
they
here.
call him
Back
the
then,
dragon.
though, they had those dragon breath.
Oh,
dragon.
They had,
yeah,
he
the
had all those
crates.
So
crates
crazy.
with all those
I could
albums.
not. I'm
Jose,
so
have you seen that?
glad. I'm so glad.
I'm sure I've
technology
seen it
has-
before, but I'm blanking right now.
Yeah.
That would have been horrible having all those crates. Man.
I was even gonna
Yeah.
say it earlier too, with like we were talking CDs, but I remember people used to have the racks of CDs that are 5 feet tall,
Yeah.
5 feet wide, just so you could put all your CDs in it. Like
Oh, we were just talking about that
that's
though.
so much space.
With a friend, I said, "Well, what about the CDs that would skip like mid gig? You know, I'm all hurry up and changing the song. Like, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad times have definitely changed.
Where
Now,
everything
you
is
know-
online and you just.
Yeah, but you still have your issues. You know, like if you're outside and you're doing an event, your laptop can overheat. You know, or just in general, heat can really affect your gear. You know,
Yeah.
so there's still some issues with technology now, but it's nowhere near using a pencil to spin a tape or
Yeah.
skipping CDs.
The CDs would warp. I mean, we used to keep them in our visors,
Be
You know,
hot.
and they would get hot, and then they would start to warp up a little bit.
dang,
and
I ain't
yeah.
never seen the CD.
Really?
I never seen the CD work.
Yeah, they do that.
So what do we have back there? A crate full of old CDs or a
I
crate
have
full of
back
tapes?
here both.
Yeah, both.
I have the totes, the tapes and the CDs.
There's a process that the tapes need to be converted to CDs for the CDs to be converted online for the online. to
Yeah, you know what? Speaking
Really?
of,
I'm like, whoa.
yeah,
Too much work.
we have VHS tapes and small tapes that my nephew was supposed to be working on. How that? Still on it? Still working
they're
on it?
digital.
Yeah.
He did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's just-
Yeah, Jose was able to take all of. We had the 8mm
camera.
tapes, the videos,
oh,
small
those,
tapes.
Yeah.
and Jose was able to convert them, take it from there
Digitize.
to what, just a hard drive or
Yeah. Now here's
So
a,
the VHS like versions?
no, like a digital version.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Now here's
More
a wild
tape.
thing
What's
that
up?
you guys could probably actually invest in. They've got this service where if you've got DVDs,
Uh-huh.
if you purchased it and you got the box for the DVD, there's an app that you can scan the box and it'll offer you a discounted like $1 or $2 to buy the digital version of it so that you can just get rid of the fucking DVD.
Well,
can't do
Normally those movies would be $5 to $8 on iTunes, on wherever that you're buying it from. But if you've got the physical thing, like you've already purchased this,
Right.
just pay a small fee to get the digital copy, and then you've got it uploaded that you can get anywhere that you want. Apple TV, you can stream it right to it, and you don't have to keep fucking DVDs anymore.
I mean, all those DVDs upstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah. But a lot of those I worked on.
I was gonna
At
say
work.
though, like, I don't know, man. I feel like everyone though wants to go digital. That like, you ever think like, what if
it all
what
crashes.
if there's no internet?
Like it
Can't even-
happened to us in the year 2000. Everything shut down. Oh wait, no, that didn't happen.
No.
It was
Y2K.
supposed to.
Exactly.
Y2K.
You're thinking of 2012.
I think
No,
the
20
idea is there,
I mean,
but
20
like in
2000.
my household, besides my PlayStation 5, I've got no other way to play DVDs in my house. I don't have any laptops that have any disc drives. I don't have a DVD player. Like,
Not even your laptop.
They don't
No,
do that
it's all
anymore.
digital.
Yeah, they
Um,
don't. They don't.
all
laptops
digital.
They don't do that anymore.
so like the idea of hanging on to DVDs for time's sake, like
Yeah,
I could
guess you're
barely
right.
play them if I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have
True.
a DVD player?
I don't even have DVDs, so yeah. I feel you.
We got a VHS still.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah,
Do you know that it works?
it does.
Where? Where's the VHS?
It's under one of
It's called-
those.
yeah.
Because it was sitting up there on the shelf for
Oh,
a while.
You mean it's packed away
It's-
somewhere?
It works though.
It's
It
under like
works.
the wedding albums and stuff
Oh,
like that.
okay.
It works.
All the wedding pictures from 30 years ago.
All the important stuff, everything just.
Yeah.
So there's a service that you can pay a couple dollars and you just get the digital version.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Was that a free ad?
I know. I was gonna say if you
'cause
can know
speaking of-
that.
I didn't say the name of it.
Fair enough. Because speaking of ads,
Anyway,
Time that
so
out.
being that the holiday just passed us, right, the 4th of July. Did you have to work that day? Did you do a gig on the 4th?
Yes. Well.
Did you?
Well, no.
Okay.
I DJ'd, but like for the family. Because last year I actually DJ'd and was a paying gig. And it was cool because, I mean, who doesn't want to get paid? But
Right.
I wasn't with my family. And this year, like, just due to, like, certain family situations, I was like, you know what? I don't really care about the money. I mean, I do, but I'd rather
Be
Spend
with
it
your
with
time.
family.
Time
Yeah.
is more valuable to me. With
That's
family.
correct. Yeah,
So
I get that.
yeah,
No, that's pretty good.
it was a hot day, and I actually kind of hosted with my sister. She's pregnant right now,
Oh, okay.
and her husband, he's a cop, so like he works a whole lot. So she was hosting at her house, and I didn't want it to just be on her. So I was like, all right, I'll help you like grill and do all this stuff. I was wore out, man, and DJ'd on top of that. I was like, oh, I don't know what I signed myself up for. Next year,
Next
I'm not DJing. I'm just gonna play a Bluetooth speaker with.
There you go.
music.
That's what you just got to make your own mixes, and then you just
Yep,
throw it in there.
for sure.
Just make a playlist,
Make
send
a
it to
playlist.
family, and
Like-
maybe they'll listen.
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
So yeah. So that was on the 4th of July. So why is it that the 4th of July? I mean, okay? Let me ask you this. Ask you guys as well. What other holidays do they go by using the actual number, like the 4th of July? Why can't we do that with any other holiday?
So you're referring to like Cinco de Mayo?
Which is another one. Any others?
I mean, I think the argument would be that it's
What,
Independence Day,
Juneteenth, right?
Yeah,
Is
so
that kind of.
Juneteenth, but that's more of
June 19th.
but do they call it the 19th or they just say 18th?
Juneteenth.
But it's always on that date.
Yeah. But don't they celebrate the whole month?
No.
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 Oh, that's Black History Month.
Yeah.
Well, that's in February.
Oh,
You're
whoa,
just-
way off. Any other ones?
I think that it's just a shorthand, like it's Independence Day,
Yeah.
but it's also the 4th of July.
Yeah, we don't call Christmas the 25th of December.
Why not?
You could.
Why can't we? Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
ever think about that?
No.
When you
That's
guys
too
think,
deep.
No.
when you guys,
No, I'm like,
when you guys have it, when you have time in your hands, just think about that. Just sit back and think.
Are you bored, man?
Yeah, you can be bored sometimes with that. So speaking of the 4th of July, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but you familiar with Danny Trejo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear the incident?
My brother was telling me about that.
Yeah.
He said he's seen a video, and
Yeah,
didn't really know.
they're in the San Fernando Valley, California. They had a parade there, and I keep hearing he was in an Impala. It was a convertible. Him and one of his buddies.
It looked like a parade or something.
Yeah, it was a parade. He was asked to come to the parade there in the valley, right? And him and his comp Mario, I believe was his name, were just driving in this parade, and water balloons were thrown at them, and he gets hit in the face. He gets hit, and his car gets hit, so first he was alarmed, like, whoa, why are these people throwing water balloons? Supposedly it's a thing. He wasn't aware of it. Then somebody in the crowd yells, "There's acid in the balloons." So it freaked him out, and he jumps out of this convertible, stops. They see him and his buddy. They see who was throwing these balloons, so they get out of their car and they try to confront the guys. Then these guys start throwing punches. They want to fight. According to him, he's like, I didn't want to fight. I just wanted to confront the guy and ask why. What are we doing here? Grow up, right? And man, so it sucks to see this happen. But Danny Trejo, he's up on the curb and he falls right on his ass. I don't know if he got hit, but he falls off the curb. But his partner, I mean, he got hit hard in the face and he went down. And you think about it,
You're
Danny
giving him
Trejo.
so much grace.
Danny Trejo is 80 years old.
Oh,
80.
that's about,
80.
I was
He's
about to
80.
ask.
He's 80 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, he still looks like a badass. If you from Machete and all these other movies that he's
Spy
done.
Kids.
Yeah. But still, I mean, he's 80 years old, and guys are gonna throw punches at him. And he said, like, I didn't want to fight. I was just gonna go up and say, well, dude, what's up? Confront the guy. I don't know what he would have got out of it.
What does confrontation lead to?
But maybe just hold him down, and if there was acid,
Hold him
they would-
down. What?
Yeah,
Acid.
I'm surprised a lot of people didn't hold him down.
I got a question though. Would acid be okay in a balloon?
Right,
Like,
it would
wouldn't
have gone
that's-
right
that's
through
the
it. I
thing.
know.
Like,
I don't know. It could have been acid. It could
Well,
be.
you can
What
put.
the fuck is acid?
Well, yeah,
Acid
like,
goes
I
through
don't know.
anything, right?
well,
No,
you're
they-
thinking-
there's-
you're
no.
thinking
What
of
the
it.
fuck
you're-
is acid?
You're thinking
There's
of it
like
like
stomach
a,
acid.
We
there's
were-
pee
we were-
that's acidic. Like what?
Yeah, you're thinking of it like in a cartoonish kind of way. Like think of like strong alcohols are pretty acidic. Like you could put different
What?
stuff.
Anyway.
No, alcohol.
get
No,
it. I
we
get
wear
it, but-
we wear gloves at work and we work with acid. So no, ferric acid. No, it could have been that.
I don't mean like it. I don't
We
mean
wear
like
gloves, rubber gloves, and it doesn't
it can
hurt.
burn you.
I have
still.
to
Like,
wear
there's
it
different
when
chemicals
I'm
that
working
can
with
still
metal.
burn you. Not necessarily just has to.
Guys, the headline said he got his ass beat.
No,
That-
no, he
that's-
did
that's-
not. He did not get his ass beat, and he's 80 years old again.
Okay, but he stepped up to somebody's face and aggressively said something to them. What the fuck did he think was going to happen?
No, the punches shouldn't have been thrown.
He was going to throw punches
No, he
back.
was not. No. Okay, so you're taking somebody else's story. He literally said this on TMZ. He wasn't there to fight.
What I'm saying is everyone should keep their hands to themselves.
Yes.
But if you aggressively approach somebody in an angry tone, there's chances it's going to get physical. Like, what the fuck did he think
Yeah,
was going to
and
happen?
the guy who threw the punches was like 28, 30 years
What
old.
does that matter?
You don't swing at an 80-year-old man
Why?
because
If
You
they're
just don't.
aggressively attacking you,
No.
what the fuck saves
It's
them
Danny
from your
Trejo.
punches?
That's why.
Oh,
If I was there, I would have beat the shit out of that dude.
no,
I would have stuck up for Danny.
You would have watched and said,
No,
"Damn, that was crazy."
no, I wouldn't.
And
have.
so
No.
that would
I
have
wouldn't.
happened, man.
Okay, you idolize the man.
Anyway, yeah, okay, so
Why does Danny Trejo
So-
not have security with him?
he had his
Sure.
boy Mario who apparently got knocked out.
Yeah, he had one dude, two 80-year-old dudes.
but you would think, yeah, that there should have been more people. Danny Trejo, you need some
He has-
backup.
He has an entourage.
You know what?
I'm more
I
than
will help
positive with
you.
some
I will be
people.
your bodyguard. I will hang around
Nobody
with you.
wants to get punched in the face.
I'll
They're not
take a
gonna
punch for
insert
him.
themselves into that situation that he created.
He didn't create it. He was just going to ask the guy, "What are you doing? Why are you
So
misbehaving?"
you didn't hear all the people in the crowd that said, "It's water! It's water!"
It wasn't water.
Now it's not water, apparently.
No. And apparently he didn't know that they did this at this parade. That was another thing.
What do
He
you
was just
mean? That's common? You drive in the parade and you throw water bottles at?
I
I
would
mean,
bet.
water
If
balloons?
I'm gonna be
There
a
was
parade, I might want to look
there was
up.
a young man that said that that's what they do at this parade, and
So
Danny
it
Trejo
sounds
had no
more
idea.
like Danny Trejo created the intense environment. Than
No.
If it's a normal thing and he just didn't know it
I
happened.
think they should have warned him.
Yeah.
Like, like
You would
he's
think,
80
yeah.
years old. I mean, realistically speaking, no 80-year-old person wants water balloons.
Okay,
thrown at
could
them.
you say okay?
The
He's
drive
80
the car
years
with
old.
the top,
And,
not a convertible.
so he's
It was
in-
a hot sunny day.
Plus,
you want to show
if
he's a
in the
celebrity.
parade, that means he got out, stopped his whole parade
Yes!
also from happening because
Yeah.
He created the scenario.
No, you know what? And he did apologize for doing that, but it was just one of those moments where you just got to defend your ride.
You know what they say?
What?
defend your wife.
Talk shit, get hit.
Oh.
Who's they? Who said that? Who said that?
The world.
No.
The
But can you
world.
imagine? So can you imagine any other 80-year-old actor doing that?
They all do that. They almost all do that. They think because they have this like persona.
Could
that's
you see
because
Morgan
they're-
Freeman? Could you see Morgan Freeman doing that?
Depending.
Anthony Hopkins, Michael Caine,
No.
no, Clint Eastwood,
I could see
James Earl Jones.
I could see Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it. I could see
Tom Hanks would do
Stallone. I could see Stallone doing it. Why would Tom Hanks do that?
that. He gets up in people's faces
Harrison
too.
Ford. Harrison Ford's 80. No.
All I'm saying is if
could
you're
you see
walking
somebody
into
swinging
that
at these guys?
environment,
No. You know what? To
gotta
top it off,
expect that something
I'm going to
could
tell
happen.
you why. To top it off, because Danny Trejo is Hispanic.
What?
Yeah. It was a racial thing.
I thought
I
this
didn't
was
want
in
to say it.
California.
It's in California.
I thought it was in
It was in
California.
California.
Where did you
ask-
get this idea?
Ask who threw the balloons.
Who threw the balloons?
They were white guys who didn't like Danny Trejo.
Or they were just participating in the parade where they threw
and
balloons.
and those son of a bitches they all took off. They all took off running.
Wait, they took off running.
Yeah, why would you stay?
Yeah, because they took off running because
So they're a bunch of kids.
Wait, so then who did he confront?
Yeah, exactly. What the
he
fuck are you talking
confronted
about?
the guys who threw the balloon, and then they took off as soon as the authorities were called.
Yeah, I mean,
They happened right on the
I feel
spot.
like anybody would do that.
that's an
You guys-
assault.
you
If
know
you
what?
knew you just assaulted
When you
someone,
guys
you're
get
gonna
a
run.
chance, when you guys
I'm
get
not
a
gonna
chance,
stick around for the
when you
assault
guys
unless
just-
it was
when
provoked.
you get a chance to watch the goddamn video, and then you guys are gonna change your stories.
I've seen
I
the
gotta
video.
watch the video now.
There's
Yeah.
literally a lady in the
Yeah.
back saying, "It's water."
No, there
it's
is no,
water."
there is no lady. saying that.
100% there is.
No, there isn't. Okay, find that video, and I want you to show it to me.
So
Anyway,
if
can
it
you
was
see,
racially motivated, you didn't think any of the Mexicans would help defend Danny Trejo?
Well, there's not very
That's-
many Mexicans there. It does
What is
look
this
like-
parade? Then what is it?
California?
In California?
Yeah, it's just.
What is
There's
this?
no other raza there that I don't see.
What is this? What was the parade for? I mean,
I
they
don't
just
know.
randomly
It
asked
was,
Danny
just, it
Trejo
was
to
a
be
4th of July parade, and they said, "Oh, Danny Trejo,
So
can,
is he claiming?
we want Machete to come
You're
down
just
the."
making a narrative for everybody there. Man.
Yes.
Anyway, like I said, George Takei. Can you see somebody?
Oh my!
Yeah.
I don't see those people getting out of their cars and
So
and
why?
trying to
But why
confront
Danny
people.
Trejo? Why do you see him doing it? If you can't
Because
see
he
anybody,
did it. I'm not profiling him.
yes,
he
you are
did it.
profiling.
What did you
mean?
what did you
How
say
about
earlier?
Patrick Stewart?
Well, he's dead. Oh, Patrick
No,
Stewart.
he's not.
I was thinking Patrick Swayze. Patrick Stewart? No, he wouldn't do that.
Ian McKellen?
No,
You think he would have went like this?
he was in the other parade.
Oh my god.
No, he was in Christopher Lloyd.
I don't even know who that
Now
is.
you're naming people I don't even
Christopher
know.
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd,
Back to the Future.
Doc Brown.
Doc Brown.
Okay.
Wasn't he racist?
He might have been.
I
No.
think he was.
William Shatner. What if William Shatner?
Okay, if you
are
don't
you
get out of
doing?
your car, then this is not a
I
situation.
just saw a video of William Shatner fighting a lizard.
He's done
He did that in Star
He
Trek.
did that in Star Trek.
Anyway.
Look,
So anyway, what?
Go ahead.
you kind of did name a bunch of like,
Oh, 80-year-old men.
yeah, but they're all like white dudes. Name some more like
Okay,
ethnics.
now you see where I'm going with this. But Danny Trejo.
No. My point is,
No,
name some
that's-
ethnics. Name some ethnics, and then we'll say, yeah, those guys won't do it either. You're just picking the one. You're just picking
I said George Takei,
Asian. That's like
Tommy Chong.
he's.
You didn't say Tommy Shaw.
You didn't say
No, I'm
Tommy-
telling you not. Bill Cosby. Oh. He can't see that.
He can't.
No, Tommy Chong would have been, or
Gene Hackman.
he's Lex Luthor.
Bro, you got to get
How
out of the
about Al
car to
Pacino?
create the scenario.
What if Al Pacino would have jumped out of that car?
Al Pacino
With
has
his 6-year-old
guys.
son?
Ah.
No, he wouldn't.
Hoorah!
They have guys. They have people in their crew. I don't know. Just Danny Trejo is too old to be acting
Danny
like he's-
Trejo's not rolling around 15 deep with gangster Mexicans.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's
Anyway,
roll around.
all right,
No,
so
no, I'm
look,
not saying
let's
his.
get
I'm
on-
saying like your guards. Like
So-
I'm not even talking about a gang. I'm talking about literal security. You're high enough status.
Okay, well, speaking of security, there was this guy in South Carolina. His name was Alan Ray McGrew, right? And this guy was having a good time on the 4th of July. He was 41 years old. He dressed up like
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam. Yeah, he dressed up like Uncle Sam. He had a top hat on. I don't know if you've seen this, but he decided to light some type of it might have been a mortar. It was some
thought
type
it was
of
a
fireworks.
box.
Oh, I did just see
It was like a
that.
box
Yeah.
that shoots off.
I
He
didn't
put
see
it
no
on the
video.
top of his head, right, and inside the top hat, and it just went off.
Oh, no, it was a mortar.
It was a mortar. Oh God, dumb! How dumb was that? Right? You know the ones that go.
Oh yeah.
Very mortifying.
So he put it in his top hat, where-
Thinking that what it was
thinking
gonna.
it was just gonna probably just shoot straight up,
Oh.
and but still, I think those things shoot and then they
Well, yeah,
force
the
down, and
Yeah,
there's-
it's got to push.
Yeah. Right.
and the poor guy, he lost his life.
Blew up his head.
Yep, and he was celebrating his
Like
son and his I think his. They were going to get. Oh, what he was welcoming his new daughter-in-law. There, his son was about to get married.
I mean, I
They
seen
were
the
so-
video of him dancing before. And that,
Right.
I mean, he looked like he was having a time.
Right,
you
it
know?
happened. It happened right after that video. Yeah, he.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't know,
lie.
what's,
I think a little intoxication had to do with that.
Oh,
for sure.
100%.
I think he was. They say he didn't drink much, but that day he did.
I'll read you real quick the quips from it. It says,
Yeah.
The family of a South Carolina man who died after a firework he placed on his head exploded said they're traumatized by his death. Alan Ray McGrew was caught on camera smoking a cigarette and doing a funny jig, decked out from head to toe in a red, white, and blue Uncle Sam suit, top hat, and beard before the horrific accident. Friends and loved ones watched and laughed as he celebrated his favorite holiday. He put a large lit firework on top of his Stars and Stripes hat, and the firework exploded and caused head injuries that killed him immediately.
So that head injury, like we said, it probably pushed off and just did. Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't, thank goodness we didn't see, well.
Hold on, can I get to the controversial part?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
The family says they're overwhelmed by the attention. Any portrayal of him as a drunken fool couldn't be further from the truth. And then the following line says, the dad rarely drank, but did that day as he celebrated not only Independence Day, but his son's recent engagement.
Yeah, see?
Maybe there is a reason he shouldn't be drinking.
I don't know, but
Death is a death, but like,
Oh,
that's a fucked up fourth.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up fourth.
Memory they'll never forget.
I know. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, that's worse than blowing off fingers and getting
it's dying.
burnt. And that's what I'm saying. It's worse than that.
I guess I don't get why people haven't learned that fireworks are explosives. You know?
Right.
Like, how does this shit keep happening year after year?
I saw a montage. I was watching a montage today, just different accidents, and I saw a guy light a firework. He lights it with a match, and he throws the match, and he goes like this. And he's holding his ear, and it pops right in his ear because he had the wrong.
Yeah.
I know. Oh my god.
I do enjoy
It's
the
just
ones
stupid
where
shit like
like
that.
a little spark goes off in the wrong direction, just ignites something else, and then a
Oh,
series
then
of
that video that I shared with you, that fireworks are going off, something falls, it shoots, it's shot
Yeah.
under a car, and the car caught on fire. Yeah, that's crazy. I've seen some crazy stuff, but
explosives.
anyway.
Yep.
I've only experienced like the mortar going like
Sideways.
sideways type of thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I freak out about that. So imagine just
Having it, wearing it.
right.
That's wild.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we'll let's move on. Jose, can you play our sponsor reads, por favor?
Yeah, I can definitely do that for you. No
Thank
problem.
you. I appreciate that. This podcast is sponsored by Quinn Concrete Construction. The company motto, no job too big or too small. Whatever your concrete need is, they have the experience and the professionalism to ensure a quality job every time. For a free estimate, call 913-279-1448. That's 913-279-1448 and ask for Joe Quinn.
This episode is sponsored by Goal Fire Protection. With over 26 years of fire sprinkler experience, Goal Fire Protection has built our livelihoods on established relationships and providing quality fire sprinkler systems. From retrofits, remodels, service, repairs, new installation, and inspections, simple to the extreme, we can help you every step of the way. No job is too small or too big for our knowledgeable crews. For your free estimate, call 913-441-3390 or email us at gochoa@goalfireprotection.com.
You're back.
Man. Thank you so much for that. So here, I was reading something. I don't know if you guys heard about this. In Vancouver, Canada, right? There's this a walkway underneath the bridge. It's in a Granville Island Bridge. That's what the name of the bridge is. And underneath it, there's a crosswalk. I don't know if you heard about this, nephew. There's a crosswalk underneath, but people drive under this bridge, and I guess they won't let people cross. There's a crosswalk, but they will not let people cross. So it took some little organization to do something about it, and I think this is it's pretty funny. It's a cool idea. So what they did on the ends of the streets, they put a post, they put a sign up. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to send you that sign, nephew. And they put bricks inside these baskets that are on these posts. Anybody that wants to cross this cross, they grab a brick out of there and they walk across. And the sign says, grab a brick, walk across, wave it, and make sure you put it back in the basket. So you grab a brick, you walk, you show these cars that are driving by, and they stop.
You're like intimidating them that you'll throw this brick at them if they don't stop for the people to walk across.
How crazy is that?
Where is this at?
This is in Vancouver.
Wow.
in Canada, yeah.
I was like, this ain't in the U.S. Like,
Right?
I'm pretty sure they're foam also.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they
they're not like
Oh,
actual.
okay,
they
But
are
they
foam.
look like real
Okay.
bricks, but they're meant just
Yeah, they're foam.
stop your fucking car. You know.
That's so funny. I was looking at it. I was like, man, that's such a good idea. But how long will that work though?
All right.
You know? Yeah.
Did you hear about that other one that
Uh-uh.
kind of happened where there was a city somewhere here in the U.S. that the city wouldn't fix potholes. There were hundreds of potholes all over, and nobody would do anything about it, no matter how many times they complained.
Yeah.
So one guy took it upon himself. He went around and he started spray painting dicks around all the potholes, and that's what made the city. They're like, okay, we got to go remove these things, and
No.
they filled the pothole and removed the spray paint.
Can somebody do that in Missouri?
Yeah,
Because,
that's it.
man,
Yeah, right.
Missouri roads are horrible.
They had pictures of him. He's just spray painting dicks around all of them to make the city react and come and fix them, and it worked.
They really do need to do that, Missouri.
Oh,
The streets
man.
is bad.
That people are getting inventive. I like it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
New
I-
ways to solve a problem. You know.
Yeah. I'd like to have some fake bricks like that. Just to have. I've seen
Amazon.
cinder blocks.
Hey, I'm like Amazon. They probably got them on.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Shit, you can find anything on
Anything
Amazon.
on Amazon.
What are you gonna do with those?
Just hold them and walk around with them and
He's gonna do what the people in
wash
in
wash cars
Vancouver
with
do.
them.
Yeah, when they're speeding down the street.
Yeah, right.
Have it ready.
Yeah. I mean, like, this street here, our street here is pretty busy. People fly up and down this one.
It's kind of small too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's smaller, but people park on both sides.
Yeah.
It makes it small.
Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes I like to park my gray SUV out in the street just to slow people down. You know, especially around this corner. I've seen some people fly. I actually almost saw a guy. He slowed down, making that turn because there was another car coming, and almost hit the white truck. You know, just from slowing down, it scared him, and yeah, it's crazy on this street. You got a busy street where you live?
I actually just recently moved. I live
Okay.
in Turner, so I
Oh.
literally live like right down the street off
Oh
55th.
shit! Yeah, not that bad.
Oh, you just down the street?
Yeah, yeah. I
Nice.
just tried Christie's for the first time not too long ago.
Well, good for you, because I've never tried it.
I like tenderloins, and my roommate, he tried to put me on that one, and I was like, nah. I like either the Tenderloin Grill or Kitty's in Missouri.
Yeah, Tenderloin Grill's gone though, right?
Yeah, it's gone, but I mean that was
That was a spot.
That was what I grew up on.
Yeah. I remember I had a Tenderloin Grill from there, from the Tenderloin Grill. I had a Tenderloin, but that was like 20 years ago.
They
It
moved
was
to
a long
like
time.
City Market, and it's not really the same, so I really don't go over there too much. But I like
Yeah.
Kitty's Cafe
Kitty, where's that? Where
Fire.
Where?
on 31st in Missouri.
Okay.
By that big like tower, the big
The channel,
KCPT tower,
or the Channel
red-
5. Yeah, I
something
know
like
which one you're
that.
talking about.
On 31st, yeah, it's
Yeah.
right up the street from there. So
Okay.
good though.
Are you a Tenderloin fan?
Not really.
I get what is it? Oh shit! What is it about the tenderloin that it has to be like this big, like
Nah,
the size
see,
of
that's
a
the thing.
10-inch pizza?
I don't like that. See, that's how Christie's is, but like the tenderloin at Kitty's, it's like breaded with panko
Yeah.
breading, and then they like layer it. They do like 3 layers of tenderloin, so it's not like
A giant one.
no, it's like more stacked,
More
and I like
stacked.
that better.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fire. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. They put their hot sauce on it.
Shout
It's
out.
actually like Asian owned. It's so good though. I
Yeah.
promise you. Like little hole in the wall, mom and pop's place. You know,
Yeah.
cash only.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they
still
don't- they
they're still
don't-
only with
yeah.
the cash. That's good. That's a place to try. I've never even heard of it though.
Oh,
Kitty's.
it's so good. I
Kitty's off
promise
at
you.
31st.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it. I still need to try that Mexican spot that you keep talking about.
I know.
What's
I
that?
keep eating it. Abelardo's
Where's that at?
everywhere.
Oh,
Actually,
they are?
everywhere over here. They just started popping up maybe like 6 months ago. It's a fast food Mexican place.
You know what? I have tried it over in Northtown, like Claycomo area. I think they have one.
Yeah, they just popped
Fire.
up out of nowhere.
Fire.
I was telling them it's like it's as close to restaurant style as you'll get in a fast food.
Like Poncho's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking good.
Damn, I wish Jose was on. I mean, like, he's spitting facts over there.
he is.
Yeah, no, it's some good shit. I've probably had it like 4 or 5 times since I
Yeah.
told you to try.
Really? And I keep thinking I want to try the chile relleno if they have a chile relleno.
Yeah, we looked it up and they specifically had that because you were like, only if they have this will I try.
They do have it there?
Yeah.
Spitting facts.
Where's your favorite chili relleno? Because
You know
I
what,
want to try a good one.
I had a really good chile relleno. Well, El Torito,
Okay.
right there on
Yeah.
Central. Yeah, theirs is pretty good. But I had one recently over. Is it Burlington? In up north, like in the business district. There's like a chicken and pickle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Up there. There was a. What was
Was
the
it
name
on
of that?
Swift? Chef Tito's?
Okay. So now that you say that, it is further north. Excuse me. It's north from Chef Tito's. It's called El Canelo, Mexican restaurant.
I seen that place.
It's right on the corner.
Okay, I seen that place.
Swift and I think is it 18th Street maybe?
There used to be a bar there or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I like that restaurant. My cousin, I have a cousin that lives right in the apartment, the Vox or something like that. Voxbow apartments,
try that
right there
place.
on that.
okay.
This apartment, the apartments are right in the middle of El Canelo and Chef Tito's. So that's when I go visit him, we'll go in there and grab something to eat. And I had chile rellenos there, and they were so good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, the
place.
first time I had them, I didn't talk to my cousin at all because I was too busy eating. He was like, "Man, you were quiet that whole time." I said, "Dude, this shit was good. This shit was fire." That's good stuff.
It's good.
Anyway, so let's get into weirdly spelled words. How many words do you know that are like weirdly spelled? And I mean, you know the word, but it doesn't look like what it's spelled like. You think of any? I'll give you one, like Wednesday. I mean, do you know how to spell
extra
Wednesday?
letters in there.
That is one word that I don't spell the word. I just put WEDS, Wednesday. I might have sent you a text that said WED. Yeah, we shoot on Wednesdays, WEDS. So Wednesday,
Yeah.
another
I'll say lasagna is one for me because that
Lasa-
G, that silent G.
lasagna.
Or
Yeah, I
like,
can't even spell that. You know what? Word restaurant used to be. I had
Fuck you
so much trouble trying to figure that word out. Tsunami.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I can see it.
that T. Yeah.
Yeah, that T. Quinoa.
Quinoa.
Oh, see, I didn't even know how to say it. Quinoa. What is that? What is that?
I don't know what it actually is, but it's like tiny little balls that people. They use it in like the form of a rice.
Yep.
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
something that you
Salads,
can
stuff
eat.
like that.
Something
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can.
I don't know what it's made of or what it comes from. But
Quinoa. Quinoa.
I think
quinoa.
it's a foreign word. That's
Oh,
probably
is
why
it?
it's on there. Yeah.
Buffet. BUFFET. Why is there a T in there? Silent T.
It's French.
4.
No, like just the word is French.
But are we saying it right? Buffet? Or is it buffet? Buffet. I don't know either, Jose.
I don't know.
Receipt. Why is there a P in there? Receipt, right? Or is it receipt?
I think it's halfway in between how you just said it.
Receipt. I don't know. That's a xylophone.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's just a weird one in general. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, the X, it's spelled with an XY, all right? Xylophone?
I think so.
I think it
that would
is.
make sense.
Conscience. You know how to spell that?
Conscience.
yep. That's what I was about to say.
So, but what about coincidence? Isn't that word also
No, that's a little more normal.
coincidence? It's spelled the same. Coincidence and conscience are spelled the same.
No, they're not.
No, not at all.
No, they're not.
Not at all.
I always thought they were.
Not at all.
I'm like, man, see, this is where I'll show my age now. Like, we use, like, anything that got the little squiggly red underneath it, I'm just going to right click and correct. Yeah.
Right.
Or if I
Oh, so that's in emails.
Like, anything.
your
I mean,
phone,
on
when
your
you're
phone.
typing.
Oh, on the phone too?
Even text
I get a lot of
messages,
those on my
anything.
emails.
Like,
Yeah.
nowadays, you really can word check. I mean, as long as you know the correct word, obviously. You
Yeah.
know, but
Bro, when I can't spell a word, there's times where I'm just like halfway thinking, and I just can't spell a word. You just use the voice to
You
text.
just say it, right?
Yeah, voice to text, and then she spells it for me.
So you know what? It's
don't
funny.
even worry.
yeah.
It's funny you say that because I'm emailing, and before I learned that there was a spell check on email, I didn't know that. So I would grab my phone
Yeah.
and I'd say the word. I said, "Oh, okay." So that's how you spell that word. It takes me forever to type too. I can't type either. Can you type?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Something you learned in school?
More in work, in the work field.
Oh,
Girl.
well, yeah, because you said.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of work, did you count? Did you have to count money?
Nah.
You weren't. They didn't let you.
I
huh?
ran machines. Like I was more
Like
of a machine.
oh.
Yeah, like for like when I worked there, checks were still a big thing. So, like I processed a lot of checks
Yeah.
for utility companies and stuff like that.
Okay. Checks are still a big thing, though, right?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah, they're obsolete now. I mean, the only
we
people
still
that
use
probably
checks.
really use checks are like companies.
Oh, I thought you could say people my age.
No,
Old
like
we still
and
use-
baby boomers
Right.
and like what are y'all? What is that?
Probably
Gen
Gen
Z?
X.
Is it Gen X?
Probably.
Gen X.
Gen X.
Like, I don't even have a checkbook.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
If I need a check, I will go to U.S. Bank and they'll print me a sheet of 3 checks, and I will do what I needed, and then I'll get rid of them.
Money orders are still a thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
but
money
there's
order?
like companies. I mean,
Companies
big
that do
companies
that?
do it. I think Walmart's one of the biggest companies that does it now.
I get my money orders from QuickTrip. Just quick.
Oh, yeah?
That's why it's called Quick Trip, right?
Yep.
Because it makes it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Quick Trip, they just put one in Newton, Kansas. Oh, they just put one in El Paso, Texas. A Quick Trip.
You guys know they're gonna make a Buc-ee's over here too.
Yeah. We
What
talked about
episode
that
was
a
that?
couple episodes ago.
Yeah, a few episodes. Yeah, a few.
Oh, yeah, quite a bit now.
About over a month or so. We talked about the Buc-ee's.
I've never been. I'm pretty hyped though.
We have one close in Springfield.
Yeah, that's
It's
still-
not
it's
pretty
not,
close
It's
at
not,
all.
it's not gonna
No.
be
Well,
the
you know what?
Legends area.
I'll tell you what, DJ Munch. When we have my daughter will be attending Pitt State, and I've already said when I go to Pitt State, then we're gonna just head right down the road. What I tell you about an hour, maybe 45 minutes away from Pitt.
I don't know. I'm going to Springfield in like 2 weeks.
Okay,
just
well
bring
go
you
to
something
Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I'll just bring you something back.
No, I want to visit it. I want to see
Hey,
what
you
it's
wanna
all about.
experience it for yourself.
See, and I bet people were like that with the Quick Trip in El Paso. People would be like, "What? There's a Quick Trip?" You know, kind of like the Whataburger. You like Whataburger?
It's all right.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
I had a bad
it's
experience
not like
with the first
it's
one
not
time.
all hyped up. I like In-N-Out honestly better. To be honest.
Yeah, those are some In-N-Out. Have you had those burgers?
Yeah, I've had them both.
Yeah, I think
I've only eaten Whataburger in Texas, so
Yeah,
I
see,
haven't wanted to eat it here. I don't know.
and the ones in Texas, they're just better. You know. Yeah, Mahomes. Thanks for bringing them up this way, but you know.
I actually tried Whataburger for the first time in Florida
Oh yeah.
when I was down in like Destin area.
So they have them down there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow. But
But not In-N-Out. Obviously.
which one? Yeah, and you know what? They need to bring that over here, though, right?
That was
That'd be
fire.
dope.
That
What
was
do you
fire.
mean? You're complaining about how Whataburger makes
Well, I mean,
the food.
I'm
out.
just saying they need to bring and try it out, see if it works here.
Whataburger's kind of equivalent to like Sonic to me. Like
I'm just saying, if he doesn't have faith in Whataburger, what makes you think you're gonna have faith in In-N-Out?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I guess
they
you're right.
use fresh ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, another word, asthma.
Oh yeah.
If you say it like it's spelled, is asthma.
Asthma?
Asthma.
Asthma.
Jeopardy?
I was gonna say medical stuff though. Always.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was a whole
got
list of
weird
medical
shit.
words, but
Yeah.
I was like, fuck all that. I wasn't gonna try to read all that.
Yeah.
Like Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not one of those weird ones.
And it's a household word.
Yeah. Meaning why? Because they show it on TV.
Yeah.
If I could be real, one word I had a issue with not too long ago was recognize.
Recognize.
I was like, where does that G go? I was a little confused on where does that G go, but
Siri, how do you? Oh, sorry, nothing, Siri.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, ow! let's not go there. I will. She said, "I will not." Then. February.
Extra R in there.
Why? I mean, not why, but not letter Y. But why is there another R in there? February.
Somebody got to choose, and that's what they chose.
Is it library or library?
Just like February.
So that's like February. February. So the U and the R's are
U-airy.
February. February. That's stupid. Hors d'oeuvres.
It's an H.
Did you know that? Yeah. How do you spell it?
H-O-R-S.
Ah.
No?
I'll be rude with you. I'm like, I don't do hors d'oeuvres over here. We do appetizers. All right.
There
Yeah.
you go.
What exactly is an hors d'oeuvre though?
Small finger food.
What's that?
So it's like
It's
an
just a
appetizer.
bougie way to say.
Yeah.
finger
Bougie.
food.
Bougie. I just learned that word like a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. A friend of mine, Mark Grado, he came into town. He started talking bougie. I'm like, the fuck is bougie? I did not know what that meant. I really didn't. Anyway, hors d'oeuvres is H-O-R space D apostrophe, right? Apostrophe. And then O-E-U-V-R-E. That's all fucked up.
That
Yeah.
is. That's too much for that. Yeah.
Just for hors d'oeuvres. Bouillon? Is that, you know?
I feel like that's pretty.
Bouillon.
When you make your
straightforward. Bouillon, yeah.
sopas, you make
Yeah.
your. You know how to spell that word?
It's like bouillon.
B-O-U-I-L-L-A-N.
Oh,
Oh, almost.
I-O-N.
Oh.
Bouillon. Anyway, yeah, I just happened to come across these words, and I was like, man, I always have to spell check a lot. I spell check. I was horrible with spelling. Never won spelling bee. I was always that kid who get knocked out first.
Can I ask you guys a question real quick?
Please.
Munch, me and him watched the Joe Budden, or listened to the Joe Budden podcast. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
So they just put out a new episode, and they had this conversation that I wanted to bring up to you guys because I think they were completely wrong, but I don't know that an old person would know it.
Okay.
Is he talking about me or you?
Me. As in me.
They were talking about something, and one of the guys was like, man, this is how I feel about it. And the other one said, ditto.
Ah!
And they're like,
I saw that.
where did ditto come from?
And it, of course, what's her name?
Melissa Ford says it came from Ghost 2.
Wait, what?
No, from Ghost, not Ghost.
Oh,
The first Ghost. It's only one. The movie Ghost.
there's only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there is a Ghost 2.
I've never seen that one.
No. You.
Ghost,
I listened
Ghost
to
the
that.
original is a
I
classic,
understand,
though.
and we Googled it. And there is a Ghost 2.
Who stars in that?
I don't fucking know.
You can't fucking ruin movies like that. They kind of did that with Grease. Grease 2. You ever see Grease 2?
No.
No.
Um,
I've never seen Grease 1.
I can't. Jose, you've never seen Grease?
Classic.
I hate Grease. It just looks stupid.
You don't really seem like the type of guy that likes like musical type of.
You're not into the musicals?
I'll fuck with Hamilton.
That's Wolverine. He can't be doing that shit.
I'll fuck with Hamilton. Have you guys ever seen Hamilton?
No.
No.
Oh my God, you guys need
It
to
looks
watch Hamilton.
stupid. Because you said it about Grease. That's the only reason why I said it.
Hey,
Grease is
let me
a
tell you
classic.
this. So Hamilton.
Will you listen to me about Grease if you tell me about Hamilton?
No, because you have 40-year-old
Fuck
people
that.
trying to play 15-year-olds.
That was just the thing back then. Everybody
So it
back
can't
then
be
looked.
stupid?
Everybody back then looked old.
No,
Yeah.
there were teenagers back then.
Well, yeah, they were teenagers, but everybody looked old back then.
No, I'm saying there were teenagers. The people that they cast were not teenagers.
Well, because there wasn't good enough teenagers to play those parts.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like we're playing ping pong right here. Go ahead.
Hamilton, the guy that wrote it, Lin-Manuel.
Go ahead. Fuck that word up. What's the last name?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
He's the guy that wrote it,
okay.
and he starred in it, but he used a lot of hip-hop influence. And so it's a musical with like half hip-hop based songs that they're singing in it to be these historical things. And one of the most hilarious things that a lot of people wouldn't get unless you're an old school rap person is they used Biggie's 10 Crack Commandments.
Oh, that song's dope too.
But they did it for like a duel. You know, back in the day, they'd take a pistol, they'd walk opposite ways. So they did the 10 dual commandments, but with like the same beat and the same rhythm to the 10
1,
Crack
2,
Commandments.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And Kaylee had no fucking idea. She's like, oh, I mean, that's a song. And I was like, Kaylee, this song is about how to sell crack on the streets. I played it for her, and she's like, oh my God, that's wild.
Yeah.
But you got to
I'll have
watch
to
it.
check it out.
It's so
Check it
great.
out now.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
I think Ileana. Oh no! You know what I'm thinking? I am way off. That's not
What are you
Hugh.
thinking?
That's not Hugh Jackman in that.
No,
No, that's why I kept saying Wolverine.
that's not Hugh Jackman.
No, Hugh Jackman's in the when he was a ring announcer.
He was in like.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
A
He was
circus or
it was
some
a
shit.
circus. Oh yes, I am so way off. Okay, no, I do want to see this Hamilton.
Yeah, I want to see him.
It's on Disney Plus. I'm telling you, check it out. It's
All right,
yeah, it's fucking great.
is it real? Okay, I'll check it out. You and that night that I'm watching it, you and your wife need to watch Grease.
Oh, she's seen it. She's
Oh,
told me to watch Grease.
What did she say about it?
She loves Grease. Her
Then
mom
why don't
loves
you give it a
Grease.
chance?
I've
give it
seen
a
enough
chance.
of it for me to not need to see the rest of it. Help me. I know you and your wife love it.
It's a great
I just-
movie. It's one of my best.
I
It's
cannot do
it's
it.
a great movie. You've seen Grease, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a great movie. JT's in it. Come on. Come on.
It's a pretty good movie. I'm not
John
gonna lie.
Travolta's the man.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that I know very many really good John Travolta movies.
Oh my! Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, and then maybe just my age, but
Yeah.
Face Off.
Face Off. Michael. I used to collect his DVDs. I
Michael?
have. Yeah, he's an angel. It's a cool movie. It's. Yes.
So please continue naming movies. I don't know.
You know what? Look
John
at his
Travolta?
IMDb. Pull it up right now. We'll talk to John Travolta. He has great movies out there.
Hey,
Are you John Travolta fan?
I seen John Travolta in Gotti. He played Gotti.
Yes, he did that. Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
So we got Grease, Fiction.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yep.
Never seen
Saturday
that.
Night Fever.
You've never seen Saturday Night Fever?
Never seen
Oh,
Saturday
he was epic in that movie.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Oh my
Hairspray.
Yeah. That was another musical, and he played the mama or whatever.
Staying Alive.
Yeah.
From Paris with Love.
Yeah.
Look Who's Talking.
Yeah.
Urban Cowboy.
That was dope. That
Those
movie
are
was dope.
all of his biggest movies.
Yeah. Urban Cowboy was dope.
When would I have come in contact with any of those?
If I have all those DVDs actually. You can look through my DVD collection.
Well, for
Yeah,
$1.99,
he
you
don't
can
have
get
a
the digital
DVD player.
copy.
He said he don't have a
For
DVD.
$1.99, you can get the digital copy.
You know what?
and
I have a
send it
Wii.
to-
You can take the Wii and you can take
Oh
that
my
with you.
God.
Yeah.
He has played some good characters, but
Yeah. No, he's good.
Denzel's got 15 better movies in it.
Yeah. Favorite movie. Okay.
You
Favorite
guys see
music.
that
favorite
Gladiator
music.
2 trailer?
Gladiator 2 trailer
Yeah.
out too.
It
Yeah,
does. That movie
looks
looks dope.
good. That
The
looks
internet's
good.
laughing because
Why? Because he's a black man in that time. Oh.
everybody's got like a trained accent. And he just sounds like Denzel. He didn't put on no fake accent or anything for being in Rome in the 1400s.
Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. And Denzel, not saying that he can't, but that's Denzel. You just keep that, that voice, and you get.
Denzel did
In Training Day. What? Baddest movie.
One of the baddest movies ever.
Yes.
He did Broadway. Like he's been in plays and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he couldn't adopt an accent for this fucking movie?
I bet he tried. I bet he tried to do an accent, and they're like, no. D.
No, you're Denzel.
You're Denzel. Keep
No,
it.
say the Godzilla line. Just say the Godzilla line. Make sure everybody knows it's you.
King Kong ain't got
Oh, King
shit.
Kong, yeah. I fucked that
on
all
me.
up. I fucked that all up.
Yeah, you did.
So John Travolta's not that good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We summed it up.
You need to give him a
Cool.
try. You need to give him a try, Zay.
So he was good for people in the 70s and 80s, and then after that, kind of tapered off.
Man, there's some other good movies in there. I can't think right now. We'll do a whole
Google
topic.
just left them all out.
Yeah, you need to go to his IMDb, not just Google. Google's not the right place to find his movies. You need to go to IMDb. I mean, Google will find. Yeah, okay, you'll find.
What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, they are there. Okay, I guess we do have to use Google. Sorry about that, Google. We are looking for sponsorship, but anyway. Anyway, all right. Before we end the show, DJ Munch, I have one question for you. And you actually said something earlier, and I thought, oh, okay, this is gonna be good. If you could travel back into time, what year would it be, and why?
Like
Not necessarily a year. How about a decade or something, maybe?
Like in a decade that I was born, or
Anytime.
Anytime in history.
Anytime in history.
I honestly feel like the 70s. Like I'm really drawn into the 70s for some reason.
Well, I mean,
I like everything from the style, like to the cars, to just like the fashion. I mean, everything, like the music. You know.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, just like there was no era. I feel like that, and then
Right.
obviously the 80s had its own era, but it's just something to me about the 70s that's just like a little classy, you know, before it got a little hood.
Cocaine-y.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that's kind of when it started, I guess. Studio 54, though, I don't know, that whole disco little vibe, like, I've always been drawn to that.
Really?
You know? Because, like, the, like, lighted up floors and all that, like, I was always... My grandpa brought me up on a lot of 70s type of movies and stuff, so
Yeah.
I've always been drawn to that era for some reason.
So, like 70s, as far as movies like Rocky,
Yeah.
seen those Rocky movies,
Yeah.
of course, Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
One that my grandpa though used to have playing was like that Boulevard Nights, like
Classic.
old school classic,
Damn,
yeah, gangster
yes.
movie, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he raised me on those
Okay.
type of vibes,
Yeah,
you know.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I need to ask, how old is your grandpa?
He's passed already.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
actually inherited this from him. This piece of my
I saw that,
chain. But he passed about 2 years ago.
yeah.
So
Sorry.
it's okay. But that was like my dad, so
Yeah.
I give him a lot of homage, and I'm a part of his legacy. You know, I know he would be proud of me
Oh, yeah.
being so involved with music and everything,
Yeah.
and just all the experience. You know,
So since we're back into the music, what 70s songs do you play? Like,
one of my favorites is "Oh Honey" by Delegation. That's one of my
You know that
favorite
song?
cuts.
I don't know that I've ever heard.
that song is dope. Yeah.
It's
That's a great song.
But I also just like the stylistics, and just all that type
So-
of old school.
So, Oh Honey,
Mhm.
did you like talking about sampling? Too Short, Ice Cube. Have you heard that song that they did
Which one?
where they used Oh Honey, the music?
Okay, so listen, "Oh Honey" then went Too Short, right?
Right,
Too
Too
Short
Short.
made that "Oh Nah" or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they re-sampled it. Is that what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
no,
Or another?
no, they used this they sampled the music, but Ice Cube and Too Short had verses on it. God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, but
I've been really into that though, with like getting samples. So like I have Spotify, and I have like a ton of playlists on Spotify.
yeah.
And so what I'll do is like if I find the original of a song,
Mm-hmm.
I'll like put like the remake underneath it, or you know whatever other remakes are underneath
Mm-hmm.
them. I like to really find the originals though,
Mm-hmm.
you know. 'Cause
So Rodney O and Joe Cooley have this song called "Everlasting Bass."
hey, I'll never
Everlasting
forget.
Bass
I
is
never
fucking
forget
dope.
though. I know you're an
Yeah,
old
yeah.
head with like
Yeah.
in the oldies 80s
Yeah.
type of vibes, because I DJ'd a gig one time, and out of everybody to come up and request, you came up and requested, but you requested EPMD.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah,
that you got to chill.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
such a good
That's-
Zapp and Roger type of beat. You know?
Yeah, I think that was
they
at.
got the
that was
party
at. I
cracking.
think that was at one of the Moreno parties.
Yep.
So, quick story on that song. It's called You Got to Chill. I think it was 88, 89 when that song came out. So we used to, back in the day, back in late 80s, early 90s, we used to hang out at St. Margaret's Park. That was just the spot to go to on a Saturday night. If there was no parties, everybody would go to St. Margaret's Park, and we would go into the parking lot. And there was guys that would bring their house speakers and put them on top of the car, had them wired into their stereo, and that song was like, that was like our anthem. Every time we all went there, You Got to Chill, and then it was dope.
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Good
that's
memories, you know?
Yeah.
That's what
it's
I'm
funny.
saying,
It's funny
though.
that you remember that. That's cool
Yeah,
that you
no.
remember that.
Yeah, I won't forget
But
that.
as far as 70s, yeah, I didn't know if you played anything like maybe ABBA. Like everybody loves Dancing Queen.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for
people like
sure.
that song. And of course, you know, you have your old classic R&B 70s.
I even like a
and-
little bit of rock too from that era as well.
Yeah.
You know,
You
Just
get much requests from 70s music?
it depends. I do a lot of different
Some
old
old
school
head
parties.
just come to you. Yeah.
So I do a lot of different parties. I just recently did like a 50th birthday at PR's, and he mostly wanted old school music, so
Okay.
it was cool to
So
stay on that realm.
PRs. I know, you know Hugo Melgoza?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
DJ Nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he's there.
Yeah, that's the homie. Shout out to Hugo.
That's cool. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, he was on my show. He
You
did.
know
he
a
did
ton
one
of
the-
DJs.
Who I do,
You,
don't I?
yeah.
I know a lot of DJs and I know a lot of musical artists like Stranded in the City. and-
Right. Hey, those
Yeah.
are the homies.
Yeah.
I just went with my grandma to like a 60th. It was like a senior citizen block party that they were having over in Missouri, and they were there. They were the band that was playing.
Oh,
for
really?
them. It was a good time, man.
That's cool. Did you get to play? Did you play that night?
No,
too?
I was
Did
just there with my grandma. Just
you- okay.
As a guest.
Sometimes it's cool just to enjoy,
Right.
right? Sit
No,
back and enjoy
for
instead of
sure.
working.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
for
you know,
sure.
everybody wants to get paid, and that's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Right, but there's plenty of gigs out here for all of us, you know. So
Yeah. So you would say the 70s, huh?
yeah, pretty much.
That's cool. What
But I
about
mean, I like 80s too, though. So
Yeah.
also.
What about you, nephew? Is there a decade you would like to go back to, or you just the 90s?
Probably 90s.
Yeah.
I'm a big, I love the triangle supercars. Like the Lamborghini Countachs. I know there's probably like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Flip up headlights. We talked about that in the
Oh
past
yeah.
before. Like, yeah, that's the shit I like.
Yeah. That's cool. That's pretty dope.
What about you?
Was me? It's either the 70s, like I'd have to split it, like late 70s, early 80s.
I think that was kind of where I was on
Yeah.
too. Like, yeah, it's because it's like those
Yeah,
decades were.
I tell you what I
Yeah.
remember about the 70s, of course, because that's, you know, I was born in 70s, so age 1 through 10. That's what I remember is like the late 70s, mid 70s. Is my my mom was here in Kansas City, and we had family in El Paso, Texas. We in El Paso, Texas, and they all loved the disco music. So what my mom would do is she would play her records, clear the living room, and they would line dance, back to the line dancing, like Do the Hustle.
Ah,
Have you heard that song?
yeah.
You familiar with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. They sit there, go back the other way, clap and spin, and,
Okay.
and there was always a clap in there. See, and those are the memories that I love, that I enjoy. My aunts, you know, just dancing there.
All right.
And of course, watching The Exorcist. Have you seen the original Exorcist?
Yes.
Yeah, that's another memory of late 70s.
Yeah.
Did you see that viral video of that older guy just getting it on the dance floor?
Was he popping?
No,
no.
they're doing some sort of line dance, and they're like rocking back and forth, and he just like busted out. And I'm gonna see if I can find this for you. 'cause
The
it's
Exorcist
fucking
was crazy, but
hilarious.
did you ever see The Omen?
Yeah,
Oh, that
because
was
the
that
Omen,
was-
the Omen had. I mean, they
a
did
little
like
kid.
2 or 3, 4.
Yeah, they did, but that
Damien.
first one though, man, yeah, my grandpa put me on that too. That was scary.
Damien.
Yep.
Damien Omen. Yeah, and of course another movie from back then was it? No, I'm thinking Pet Sematary, but that's not it. I can't remember that last one. But anyway, well, we've come to the end of our show. I hope you had a good time.
I did. It was a good time.
You need to put it out there. Were you telling people you're going to come on the show?
I was, I was. I was pretty hyped up. I was a little nervous. Not gonna
Were you?
lie. Yeah.
So what do you got going on? What's coming up recent? What can we plug for you? Give us.
So this week, this Friday, I'm gonna be at Red Room out in Overland Park.
Well, hold on. Get the info, and then I want you to look right at the camera and tell us directly.
Give me a second, real quick.
Yeah, we'll put that. That's a cool shirt you have on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gotta represent my neighborhood always. But I do live in Turner now, so.
That's right. Now you
the west side of Turner.
But I'm a West Sider for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm at Red Room this Friday. It's at 7324 West 80th Street in Overland Park, Kansas. Then I'll also be on Saturday, I'll be at High Tide Restaurant and Bar out in Perry Lake.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'll be there from like 12 to 7. And then later that night, I'll be at Firefly at 10 at night in Westport.
Oh, okay. They're located in Westport?
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of what I have going on for this weekend.
That's just this weekend?
That's just this weekend. But coming up, I have some gigs coming up. Like next Saturday, I'll be at Lotus in Westport. So, just staying busy.
Man, I am old head because I don't know any of these. I don't know any of these spots. Do you say Lotus?
A few of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Man, you sound busy.
I am. I am. But I mean, it's really nowhere near what I was before I broke my leg. So I'm just trying to build up my momentum and get back into gear with being more busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
so
good.
yeah. I mean, if you want to plug your business, please do.
Yeah, you can follow me at DJ Munch 816 on Instagram. Also DJ Munch 816 on Snapchat. I'm on Facebook at Ashley Ojeda, or you can even follow my DJ Munch page on there. So yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and then so they can book you. People can book you through.
So like if they reach out through
they can DM you.
Yeah, they could DM me, and then normally I'll get their number and we could just contact through text. So
okay,
it's a little easier.
That's cool. So you've I think I was speaking to Jose's mom yesterday, and she says, I think DJ Munch did all of my boys' weddings.
All three of us.
I actually still hype that up to people. I'm like, I literally DJ'd for 3 brothers' weddings, like all 3 of them, and not everybody could say that. So yeah. No, and
they were fun, and you do a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. You know how to keep the people moving, dancing, whether they're sitting down or standing up. They're always moving.
Yeah, I try. It's not that easy, but
Yeah.
I don't remember much of Raul's wedding.
Well, where were you? Gone.
Drunk.
Yeah.
All the weddings were fun though. With your family.
I mean, you even did Linas. Did you do?
I didn't get to go to Linas. I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember
think so.
if you did.
So. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. I just don't want to start throwing out names, and you're like, no.
Like, no. Yeah. I did Lena's quince, but
was it the quince?
Not too long ago.
Okay, not Lena. Okay.
Lisa's sister.
Yeah.
Her daughter.
Oh, okay.
She didn't do the wedding, but she did do the engagement party for Nick and Marissa.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's connected to one of Marissa's cousins too.
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Oh,
yeah. Shout out to my roommate.
Oh,
Pat.
okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, are you related to any of Barcas?
Yep. Emmanuel Barker, that's our cousin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's I was there like a family reunion or something here recently?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I thought I saw you because I was looking through there creeping. I was looking through there, and then I was like, "Wow, there's DJ Munch. She's in this family."
My grandma and his mom are sisters. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. It's a small world.
Small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, they're Barca's great family as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I found this video.
Which one?
I really want to show it to you guys because.
Okay. Are you gonna put it on the? Are you gonna put it on the screen?
Yeah.
Will that work?
Yeah, I'll make it work.
Okay.
It's so funny.
And what video is this?
It's this viral video of this guy dancing.
It's not me, Jose, is it? Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to set me up.
Another 80-year-old man.
Hey! 54.
Okay, hold on. 2 seconds.
Alrighty then.
We're just gonna airdrop it and we're gonna play it.
Right.
You're gonna see it and it's gonna be like, damn, I can see you doing that.
There is video. You know what? There is video of me. Like you said earlier, it was a dance floor that was lit up. Shout out to Ruben Ontiveros. He had a party and I don't know. Planet Rock came on or something, and I was like, "Oh, that's my jam. That's my jam." So I had to put my drink down, go out there, and just start.
Did you pull the cardboard out?
No, that's what I could have, but
It's too old for that.
hey.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to bring this over.
Oh, I see
I
it.
can do it. Oh, you turned it. I can't see it now.
I didn't turn it.
Somebody turned the TV.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I need to be able to see it to hit play.
There's nothing right now. There's no signal.
Yeah, just bring that in this way. Mas.
Is it over there now?
Yeah, it's there.
All right.
Yeah. Can you see that, Ashley? Oh, okay.
Yep.
And we'll play it for everyone. So this guy looks very casual.
Yeah. Just some old head.
He got that dance down.
Look at him fucking getting it.
That's a real dance? I thought.
That's a real. Just as they like casually cool off, and then he just whips it.
But the guy next to him does the same dance. He does all
Some
right.
sort of a fucking line dance. But that one main guy, he went viral in multiple videos because he's fluid.
There.
Look at
Whoa,
that
look at
in
it.
there.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Like he's been practicing
All
that
right,
for
Big
years.
Mod. Yeah, we need you to do that one.
Practicing
That
it
one you
for
could
years.
do. All right, you ain't got to get down on the floor.
Oh man,
That's funny.
it's fucking.
That was
hilarious.
great.
I don't know. You might pull your back out.
Back, neck, groin, do it all.
Better
Hamstrings.
stretch before you do that
Bam.
one.
Anyway, of course, we'll end it on that. That's pretty dope. I've never seen that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that video out. Maybe learn that dance. It's actually the name of a dance.
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
I've never seen anybody ever do it, but then it went viral everywhere.
I thought that was.
guy.
I actually thought it was like a filter. They would do that to your
They'll,
body.
like speed it up. Or,
Yes,
oh, no.
and then make you do some kind of wave or something.
There's him in multiple outfits at multiple places. Just like that's his dance. That's just what he does best.
That's funny.
Oh man.
He was an old head too. Anyway, we'll end it on that. All right, well, DJ Munch, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having
I
me.
appreciate you being here. And we can do this again sometime later on down the
Yeah.
line. You know, when you're ready to come back in,
Yeah, I'm down.
we do this.
For
Cool.
sure. Yeah, thank you.
Sweet. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Big Modcast. Until then, adios.